TJ, cut this part out, man.
We're going to do none this time around.
Until we get to the song. I know you like to keep this shit.
Woo!
We still getting situated. You ain't gonna believe what happened, nigga.
I don't believe what happened.
Hey, you know you gotta say it for the podcast.
Whole lot of gang shit. I feel like that should have came on right there. I feel like he should have been talking like this right there. It's a hell of a beat.
All my niggas wanna ball. Kobe Bryant, Parker Saw. Came from sleeping in the hard, pissy beds. Niggas never had a dog. Ice skating in the summertime. By the springtime, we made niggas fall. Cuffed it like Molly a wrecking ball. Niggas is bitches on menopause. Niggas is snitching for less of time. Niggas is broken at hammer time. Turning up on a Tuesday. Cause Friday through Monday is going down. Just like the party at Voodoo Lounge. It's enough bitches to go around. Checking my jacket a couple thou. Car off the lot, got a couple miles. Fishtail in the Audi. Slapping that Tone and that Mozzie. Slapping that Richard, that Gotti. I'm Gucci, my slippers Gianni. I'm checking like direct deposits. My niggas is robbing like Robbins. My niggas is fried and robbers. The skeleton's stuck in my closet. The skeleton's fucking my conscience. I just be smoking and drinking and rolling and fucking. I fuck me a goddess. My life is the first from modest. My life is like Tony Montana. Hella dope nigga, hella cold nigga, like I've been rolling with Santa. I stay with the Cater Atlanta. Think about them days. I used to trap at my cousin's house. Y'all niggas getting cake. My birthday is summer and winter now. Ass dragging in the Citadel. Big boats coming through the mail. We was getting that money. I was fucking with Fishtail in the money. Niggas did not want to try us. Niggas did not want supplies. I guess they was all being biased. But niggas, they wanted the lines. Jeffin' ass nigga, Rex ass nigga, might as well been the mine. I jump out the gym like LeBron. I jump out the gym like LeBron. I came in the game like LeBron and young and I hustle, audition them dimes. I stay with Cleveland like LeBron. Lil' Cleveland shooting like LeBron. My nigga, my brothers keep it on my minds. That's KBG, HME, DRE, MLB, we the mob. I marathon running shit. Louis Farrakhan of the set. Call me Heroin, I was sick. Round the time, Caroline, eat dick up. I'm bell hot, picking shit up. Quarter brick, half a brick, lick her. I lay him down, it's a stick up. That 44 on me, no big gut. You better off leaving your lips shut or speak to that wild like yay. They been internet banging for months now. When I see them, they looking away. I stay with a Glock and a horror bitch. I be scaring these niggas like horror flicks. Money, I get it, I get it. I be trapping like playouts on Prokovich. My hustle resembling competence. If it ain't about money, it's nonsense. If it ain't about money, it's my assist. Gonna pass on you niggas like my assist. So fuck as you niggas is thinking. Fuck as you niggas is thinking. Y'all think y'all can fuck with the region. I pour me an ounce in a liter. I'm rolling and smoking promethazine leading. I'm feeling myself in my heater. Chasing these niggas with heaters. Stay running like cheaters. Spider-Man got him that shot. You gon' burn through your chest like you threw back a shot of tequila. Spider-Man got him that shot. You gon' burn through your chest like you threw back a shot of tequila. Boom. Think about them days. I used to trap at my cousin's house. Y'all niggas getting cake. My birthday is summer and winter now. Ass dragging in the Citadel. Big boats coming through the mail. We was getting that money. I was fucking with Imani. Fishtail in the money. Niggas did not want to try us. Niggas did not want supplies. I guess they was all being biased. But niggas, they wanted alliance. Jeffin' ass nigga, Rex ass nigga, might as well been the mine. I jump out the gym like LeBron.
Say before the podcast, you know how this thing go. You for, and if you for us when you see us, throw them for us so we know you heard. In the building, we got AO Management, and I've been kidnapped. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's our second time recording this motherfucking podcast. I was irresponsible, TJ, so it's a lot of shit you gonna have to delete.
Players fuck up too.
We gonna run this motherfucker back though. That's how dedicated niggas is. So who we got in the building for the second time?
Yeah, this is JBoogie Tezworld. That actually was just that numb. You know what I mean? It's on a whole lot of gang shit out on all musical platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, you know, YouTube. It's on everything, you know what I mean? Go get that shit. That shit dope as hell. But that was numb, you know what I mean? And that was just basically me just conveying, you know what I mean, to my listeners, you know what I mean? I'm pretty much numb, you know what I mean, through my experiences, you know what I mean, that I was, you know, conveying to everybody throughout the track, you know what I mean? But it's JBoogie Tezworld, JBoogie, TEZ World, you know what I mean? YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook,
Snapchat. You know what I mean? And what's that new shit? Everybody on Clubhouse. Yeah, and yep.
Hey, yo, listen,
I
I
gotta
can
download
respect
that
that
album.
because niggas be having all these different names on different social sites and it's hard to keep up. Even when they yell them out, it's like, bro, why you don't just keep it the same so I can know where I'm going?
Exactly.
Make it easy on me.
Exactly the reason why I did that.
Yeah, it's your boy Keith. Y'all can follow me on Facebook, Kushan Grandson. And you know what I'm saying? That's it. We tapped in. Shout out to Save for the podcast.
I fuck with that shout out.
Oh, for sure. Hey, this C Hill, Corey, man. Follow me on Facebook, Corey L. Hillier, Instagram, AO Management, Ball Athletics, AO Fantasy Raw, man. We coming hard. It's the movement.
Since I can't, it's your boy. Can't say that.
He already is your boy.
It's your boy.
My name Vincent Shelton. You can follow me on Facebook, Vincent Shelton. You can follow me on YouTube, Vincent Shelton. Name on, like you were saying, they got different names on Instagram. Knockboy
You
underscore
always
V.
that nigga.
I'm the him, you hear me?
It's
No
your
matter
boy.
what we talk about, you is him.
I'm that nigga.
Your boy. He did
Snapchat Knockboy underscore V. Instagram Knockboy underscore V.
You was rude too, I'm gonna tell you that too.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of asshole.
You just cut.
Straight like that.
You didn't even let her introduce herself.
You know what? That's ladies.
It's
you know,
okay. I should have gone first anyways, because ladies should always go first.
See, that's
That's
what I
what
was
I
about to
told
say.
him.
That's
That's
what I
what
was about
I
to
told
say.
him.
I was about
But
to
it's
say
okay.
Boogie rude.
They save the best for last.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. You see me? I was saving the best for last. So at the end of the day, I was the right part.
Right. Shout out AO Management. You can follow me on Facebook at Ashton Ferris, Instagram Ash2Pretty. Shout out to the movement, AO Management Group, all of the artists, the models, all of the entrepreneurs involved and that have been created throughout it. Photographers, videographers, everybody's pushing a creative wave. So
we're gonna talk about that song, but first, cause they on the time thing. So I want to get back to what AO Management is, what y'all doing, what y'all moves is, and all that.
AO Management.
And I apologize.
We good. AO Management is basically talent management. Basically, we are a platform of photographers, videographers here to basically push talent. Anybody with some talent, whether that's modeling, whether that's artistry, whether that's comedy, whether anything, you know what I'm saying? So anything that you're trying to push and market, that's what we have this platform for y'all to do that, and at a cheap rate with the highest quality. So that's what we do with AO Management. With Ball Athletics, what we do is sports media, camps. Man, Keith can get in and get y'all in tune with a lot of shit that we do with Ball Out as far as the camps and what we do involving the kids and stuff like that. But for the most part, we do media, the same thing with that platform that we do with the artists, we do with sports, the sports area and stuff like that.
Yeah, we got a lot of projects coming up for this new year, starting off with that AO Management Tour. We got some tour dates for y'all. We about to hit the globe and kind of get y'all a good understanding of, like, you know what I'm saying? Because honestly, what we do, you know what I'm saying, in particular, like even Boog is one of our artists, like that Numb song. We got a video out coming out pretty shortly here. And make sure y'all subscribe to JBoogie. We basically do marketing. So if y'all got a business or something, y'all need a team that's going to support y'all and help y'all market. You know what I'm saying? That's one part avenue of our business strategy. So that's something that we definitely tap into.
So AO Management, we will be on tour. We will be going to 6 different cities, starting with Atlanta, January 22nd through the 24th, Chicago, February 12th through the 14th, LA, March 5th through the 7th, Dallas, March 26th through the 28th, Miami, April? April 30th through May 2nd, and Memphis, June 4th through the 6th. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so AO Management within this tour, for $400 for 3 days for over 7 hours each day, you'll be able to work with 3 different high quality published photographers, a team of creative direction, producers, videographers that are all traveling. So come tap into a different audience here in Kansas City and all throughout the Midwest, because we are all throughout the Midwest from Chicago down to the D. We'll be coming to your city. So for $400, come get some really cheap, affordable, and amazing quality done at the highest level studios, also at the highest level, different concepts in each room. Come get it done.
Are you from Detroit?
Not
No.
the D, the Dallas.
Dallas.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's where you from?
That's where my family.
I was wondering why you got
reside,
so hyped when you said that.
Yeah, I love Dallas. That's a second home to me for sure.
Is that always called the D? Because I thought Detroit was the.
Hold on,
It's
Dirty
a
D.
D.
I think Detroit is the D.
Is it the D?
Oh, this called the D. It's
Cut- you-
But Dallas is, I mean,
Dallas is also the D.
nah,
though.
both of them is
From
the
the
D.
H to the D.
What's wrong with you,
Nah,
man?
he keep on talking about the D.
What's wrong with you?
This is the
you
D,
gotta
like-
get on the bike too.
This is the D. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, I didn't know nothing else was called the D.
So is this like something that I've never heard of anything like this? I may be wrong, but I've never heard of nothing like this.
Yeah, I think it's unique. I think it's something
Innovative.
Innovative. I think it's something that not a lot of people is doing in whole. People are doing like this shit in pieces, maybe, and like people bringing in hire photographers or hiring, different shit. We got all of that in house. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's something unique. And then to add on to the sports side of it, I don't think nobody is doing this wholly like we doing it. Sports to entertainment. We shooting some movies, man. We doing everything.
What exactly is the sports part of it? Like
The sports, we hold camps, we train kids, and all along we got media, just like the media for that other platform. We got this platform for children and anybody pushing a sports wave. And we got this platform for.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, you know what I'm saying, all marketing. Like, you know what I'm saying, obviously right now, you know what I'm saying, one of the biggest things that, a lot of people really tapped into is the modeling side. You know what I'm saying? The females where we work with is definitely a straight vibe. They all are serious about their craft and they want to build that content. Like, you got an Instagram, you want some professional photos on your Instagram to, you know what I'm saying? That's how people get verified and stuff. Like, the iPhone cameras is good, but until you go to a real set with a real photographer, you ain't gonna get that content that you need to market to the people that you desire to. So, you know what I'm saying? That's really our biggest thing. We hosted like a lot of parties, obviously, because of COVID, stuff slowed down, but we was getting booked to host so many different clubs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we had, man, on hosting, man, before COVID, we had, 5 days of the week locked up, different clubs. We only had 2 days off, so we was getting paid at 5 clubs every day. We only had, Monday and Tuesday off. We had a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday spot.
That was lit.
That booked us, though. That was booking us every day of the
getting
week.
Getting paid to go. All the models get paid to go.
They get paid.
We got videos, like music videos that, you know what I'm saying, that you need a beautiful model in your video. You know what I'm saying? We not only will shoot the video, but we also will contract out the models so they could come in and they do a great job. They worked with some of the best companies like Strange Music. Like, we literally have been within the entertainment industry, you know what I'm saying, going on a year plus of just solid, like Corey and Ashton really taking this to the next level. And like the business strategy, like you were saying earlier in the podcast, it was there. You know what I'm saying?
what podcast?
The podcast earlier that you deleted, that you erased, that we did not get at all.
So what? I don't know if you mind answer this question or not. What goes into picking a good model though? Like, how do you know what's a good model?
As far as picking a model, I mean, like I said, it's a platform. So like, we don't discriminate. We accept all models. If you got the passion and you want to build your portfolio, man, everybody can be a model. Like, being in this stuff, like, made me realize literally everybody can be a model. She does a great job of creative direction, and whatever your look is, she do a great job of finding your look and finding a type of theme that'll match perfectly with the girl look, man. Like, man, literally, it'd be girls that you never thought a model. It'd be girls, they only believe they a model, you feel me? But they hop in it just because they see what it is for real and they see how cheap it is. They like, shit, I can't go wrong. They hop in it, and next thing you know, they the most booked up models in the city.
So you good at like building confidence for the ones who don't have?
Self-confidence,
Yeah, that's the thing, like that about Ashton, like especially dealing with females, and that's what I was kind of talking about earlier too, is like dealing with different artists. Like, obviously we got a lot of different clients, but each client have a common goal, as in, they want make sure that their product is right. You know what I'm saying? So like we was talking about earlier, we got that not OnlyFans. I don't want to say AO OnlyFans, but it's Fantasy Raw. Follow us on Instagram, AO Fantasy Raw. And the content, like if that's something that you into, you know what I'm saying, we'll produce that content for you.
So it's not connected to OnlyFans. It's just OnlyFans. Like, it's your own site.
It's definitely connected to OnlyFans.
Oh, so it is OnlyFans. Because he said he don't want to call it OnlyFans, so that's why it threw me off.
They can utilize the content to post on their OnlyFans to make profit.
Okay.
But If they do not, and that is their brand within the modeling field, then they can use that to get bookings, music videos. There's specific people and clients that we have that want models to wear lingerie. And not every girl wants to do that. So we have models that act, do commercial. We have models that a client wants somebody to act in the video. I'll give that opportunity goes to specifically that brands.
Yeah,
But
entrepreneurs, lingerie
Exactly.
entrepreneurs right, like, so
there's an audience for everybody, but all the models can work with anyone. It's up to them. So that's what I really like about it is I don't conform people. I want you to be yourself, and I want you to find the power within you, because once you do that, there's an audience out there that wants you. There's somebody out there that needs you in their video that just hasn't seen you yet. So what we do is we market you to get to the level of being able to tap in with those people. You never know where that could take you.
Yeah, and we get a lot of bookings outside of music videos for our girls too. Like, we get a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't know about, commercials, clothing brands, little stuff that, you know what I'm saying, people will never know. Our girls get booked on stuff like this all the time. Even little guys drop an album or guys drop a song, they know we got models, so they come to us like, hey, could you get your girls to, you know what I'm saying, turn up to my song, and they'll pay them, you know what I'm saying, $50 just to turn up to their song on the gram, make a little video.
So y'all got to be fucking like TikTok and Reels up then, right?
Yeah, she fuck with all that shit. I'm not really into like real big on social media. I use social media for what it is, and it's a platform for me to get money and a platform for me to communicate with motherfuckers. So you'll rarely see me posting myself. But yeah, she deal with all that social media, TikTok, and I don't really deal with that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
definitely
promo
about-
on TikTok is huge as far as
It
like
is, though.
when you got a
It is.
song. If you got a TikTok, Reels, either one of them.
Yeah.
When you got one of them songs, like them people can make your song way hotter than what it was off just doing a dance.
Coming over the
catchy ass
dance floor, yep.
You seen how that whole lot of choppers did.
If you have a beautiful woman or just people in general, a family that is appealing to the eye, people are going to listen to it. They're going to watch it. They're going to tune in. It could be a trash song, but as long as it looks good, you can make it into really anything.
How much of y'all shit is collaborative and how much of it is just y'all doing all the work? Or is it often y'all do most of the work, or is it collaborative? Is it a lot of people that's hard to deal with because they want shit a certain way?
What you mean? What type of shit? We do a lot of different type of work. We do all the work though. For the most part, yeah, we do all the work. If we need some help, we'll hire a team.
Well, I really meant with as far as like the person you dealing with, the artist or the whoever needs your
Oh no, we got a team of photographers. So like with our girls, man, we got probably like 15 photographers, on contract with us. So our girls shoot with like 15 photographers. They might find a photographer that they shoot with, like, all right, I want to like spend most of my time shooting with that person. You know what I'm saying? So like Ashton booked me with that photographer when you got some time with him. You know what I'm saying? So or man, we really just an overhead. You know what I'm saying? Like really like putting people in the right position to work with the right people.
Okay, really what I'm asking is, if I come to you and ask you for your service or whatever, how much input do I have in what you're doing and how much input is
Oh, yeah,
yours?
you got total
That's what
control
I'm-
over your project. So
Yeah.
you coming to us and you telling us how you want to do it, and we here to just bring it to life. You know what I'm saying? We don't try to take control over your project.
I mean, I think it's like it depends on like what like the services that you are requesting.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you know what I'm saying, we've got a different team for a lot of different things. Like as an artist, we have like a music artist, like they should have their project already in mind to when they come to us, like as far as in kind of like a video. They don't have to come up with a video concept, but as far as in the music there, and then we could sit down, like we obviously we people, so we gonna take the meetings, we gonna make sure that the client and everything, especially because we trying to get even more artists. And a lot of people ask like about our AO artist services and stuff. And Bug is one of our artists. So we got a couple more artists, but we really help with like project layout. Like you come with a project already mostly done. You know what I'm saying? You got a couple videos you want to shoot, you know, and then we put together a plan to make sure we lay out. Like I said, we get booked for shows. So, you know what I'm saying? We can get a show in for you. And you know what I'm saying? Like he said, put people in the right place to win and stuff. So, I mean, it just depends on different services. And like Ashton do a great job with the model because she's a woman and her perspective of the creativeness. So they can talk to her about a lot of stuff. And so like we got each different avenue for like each different client. Like if you got your own lingerie or like your own food spot and you want us to shoot a commercial, for the food. Like we sit down, come up, collab with a good idea, you know what I'm saying? And then we could make sure that we market it and make sure that we help bring business and help sure that we bring attention to whatever you're trying to get out there. So it's a little bit of everything.
So due to the COVID pandemic and all that, you know, what has 2020 done for y'all in as far as growth? And that's everybody. I'm talking about everybody sitting here. Like as far as growth in your business, period, anything.
Oh, it definitely brought the hustler out of you, for sure. But also, I love that it allowed me to finally take the time to put into my dreams and actually make them reality. So,
what have you realized about yourself as far as like where you may have been slacking off or what you could, what you could have done better? Because I think 2020 helped. Even though it was a fucked up year, it helped people realize, like, even like with me, like, nigga, I've gotten closer to family over this time because, you know, now nigga kind of sitting still. Like, while I'm still, like, it gives me time to create and shit. Like, once we get back on the ball with things, I get a little closer. I get to spend a little more time with family, talk to family and shit.
Well, I've always been close to my family. I talk to them on the phone almost every day, but it really gave me time to put into my creative direction, like really creating. So, for example, what you were just saying about somebody bringing an idea, I love when people bring ideas and then I'm like, okay, so what do you want to do? And they'll tell me everything that they want to do, their whole layout, everything that they have. And I'll be like, okay, so this is what I think that we could also add to it to make it even better, to amplify your vision. So it really gave me that time to realize that I can do anything I put my mind to, truly. So
there's more of a bandemic for y'all. That's what they calling it now, bandemic instead of pandemic. What about y'all?
2020 really helped me sit down and think about a lot in life, period. Because at first I was going out a lot, like every weekend, kicking and drinking and all that. But 2020 really set me down and slowed me down a lot. Like the comedy thing, like 2020, that's when I first started trying to do this comedy thing because I started thinking about it. I started sitting down, rehearsing. Wow.
You said slow too. I'm not sure if that's a word either,
what?
But it might be.
Well, what's the word you say?
Slow.
We're gonna get past.
I like slow though.
Slow.
Since you was correcting yourself,
But no, it really helped me out though. Like sit down and think about a lot of stuff in life, and like I said, be around family more, think more. So yeah, 2020 really just kind of it helped me just see myself more. So yeah,
see you when you get on stage and do comedy and shit, when you get back to it, you're gonna have to be in front of crowds and shit. Is that like seeing what we came off of? Are you nervous to get back to that?
What, back in front of the crowd?
And I ain't even talking about like you being scared to do comedy. It's just like with shit being passed around though, like because it's gonna be hard for people to get over having these masks on. I know a lot of people want to take them off, but it's still kind of like.
I'm not really worried about it. I know what I'm saying. I got God on my side, so I really don't be too much worried about the COVID thing. And plus, I'm on stage and I'm in front of everybody, so they ain't like they up in my face, so I can be on stage with my mask off. So I'm really not too nervous or worried about being on stage with my mask don't go into COVID and all the other stuff. So yeah, I'm good.
Might be a little different with Bug though. You might have to jump in the crowd a few times, crowd surf or something.
Yeah, you know me. I'm definitely not worried about it.
Give Mike a little more, cut.
Yeah, I'm at the end of the day, I'm definitely not worried about COVID. You know, I mean, I feel like if it's gonna happen to me, it's gonna happen to me. If it's not, it's not. But as far as taking precautions, it's not gonna be enough people in no type of vicinity the way that they run in the city anyway for me to even be in that predicament. But once the COVID-19 scare do calm down, I'm definitely gonna be doing way more shows. I've been doing a lot of shows lately. Actually, in the month of December, I did like 3 or 4 different shows like in that month. But I feel like if you just going back to 2020, I feel like 2020, the year 2020 taught me, it really wasn't even, it was a lesson, but it wasn't, it was just really just, I feel like it was, I had my goals and I accomplished what I was going to accomplish in 2020. It is what it is. You know what I mean? 2020 really didn't affect me as far as, I'm on federal probation anyway. So I wouldn't even, it would be more difficult for me to go on tour right now anyway with my PO all on my back. And so with the coronavirus, it kind of helped me just emphasize the other areas my art that I need to, make better as far as like my music, my craft, you know what I mean? Me in the studio, me just networking, doing features, stuff like this, just networking with Kansas City, you know what I mean? Putting Kansas City or being a part of the blow up or putting it on our back, you know what I mean? To blow the whole thing up. But like I said, 2020 was just a tier. 2021 gonna go crazier, way crazier. It's gonna be way more immense than what's been going on in 2020. 2020 was my first year out of jail. So definitely 2021 is about to be on a whole different scale. I feel like them opening up the doors is going to speed up the process to a lot of stuff. The world's going to be moving a little more quicker. So, you know what I mean? I'm definitely, that's my type of a lane right there. I like to move more quicker. I mean, you got like all Madden and you got like rookie. Like I like to play on all Madden. So it'd be like serious as far as like, so when everything open back up, I feel like I'm just going to make everything just blow up even more crazy than what it already is. I actually feel like 2020 kind of held me down. But in all actuality, I had to create my portfolio in order for people to take me serious as a music artist. People like, man, Boog just bullshitting around. Like, you know what I mean? That's Boog. Like, bro, cause you really rapping? Like, bro, like, cause you been working extremely hard. I'm like, yeah. I mean, if you didn't know that, you gonna figure it out. And that's what we gonna do in 2021. 2020 was just another year. You know what I mean? We have goals. We need to accomplish things. Whatever we accomplish in that 1 year, you know what I mean? We either celebrate about it or we go back to the playbook. Or we do both. But at the end of the day, 2020, I feel like we celebrated and we also go into the playbook. But we already had so much stuff lined up for 2021. It's going to be crazy between AO, management, you know what I mean? And me, just my boogeyman line, clothing line, you know what I mean? I'm just complete my LLC with that, get my black and white, crossing the T's, dotting the I's with that. I got my boogeyman clothing line that is about to hit. Like I said, the AO management is just, they growing, you know what I mean? They doing things on a whole different level, you know what I mean? The city need AO. The city, AO pretty much created something that the city didn't have, you know what I mean? Within the models and all this type of stuff. Like, so me just getting out, you know what I mean? Like, AO, that's my family, you know what I mean? So I was actually, it was like I was born into this shit. Like everything that, you know what I mean? Ashton, you know what I mean? Corey, you know what I mean? Casey, everybody, you know what I mean? Elijah, everybody that has something to do, you know what I mean, with the creative process and, you know what I mean, and letting the whole dream manifest into reality. And I just came right out of jail into this shit. You know what I mean? So I was kind of happy about that. But I feel like ain't nobody going to work for you unless they see you work for yourself. So I have to put in my own work.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? I have to put in my own, no matter what. Okay, that's cool. So now I know I got a videographer. I know, you know what I mean? Elijah come back home. We got producers. We got engineers. Now for me, you know what I mean? Now what can you do? Oh, okay. I'm a leader. You know what I mean? I'm going to bring everybody together. You know what I mean? I'm the hard worker, you know what I mean? I pretty much, I make people believe in themselves when they don't even believe in themselves. You know what I mean? Like I want everybody to know that I get home, you know what I mean? Like I left when I was 20 years old, so my mind state is still like that. You know, people are damn near walking around like they 40 years old, 50 years old, like life have just, like they just gave up on life. You know what I mean? In 2020, you know, I had to pretty much breathe that life back into the people that wasn't believing in it. You know what I mean? Or forgot how to believe. You know what I mean? To let them know, like, bro, it's too easy to get this money. It's really boring, you know, how easy it is. You know what I mean? But we got to put in a lot of work. Don't think that, oh, okay, I dropped this song, I did this, and you don't see it. And you like, damn, people not fucking with me. They damn near stop fucking with you even more because, you know, like, people, they don't see you doing that and they just jeffing like you ain't nothing. But now they see you trying to do something and they kind of run away from it. They don't want to support it because everybody else ain't supporting it. So people get discouraged throughout that process. You know what I mean? And for me, I love that shit because I know for a fact I'm gonna force you to love my shit. I'm gonna force you to listen to my shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep on dropping. I'm gonna keep on hustling. I'm gonna keep on networking. You know what I mean? And no matter what shit, I set up my black and white, make sure that I get my royalties. You know what I mean? We're independent. You know what I mean? We're independent company. So you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm still gonna make it happen for myself. You know what I mean? So that's what it's about.
One thing you said is super important though. People investing in themselves, like, cause you can't expect somebody to invest in you if you don't invest in yourself. Meaning, if you don't go in the studio and this with anything, but I'm just using music. If you go in the studio and if you don't go to the studio and get your shit mixed right, master right, how can you expect somebody to want to buy that? Nigga, you didn't want to put money into it.
Nah, facts. I know we is on a time limit with bro and them. I want y'all to get that shout out again. We're gonna take a quick music break. Book, pull up something else that you want the people to listen to while we get the next setup going.
Hey, and shout out to Cashmerexpapi too.
Man, shout
For sure.
I know they.
Wrong?
No, that's Roger
I
Cashmere.
was just
Cashmere
And I know-
Papi.
And I know they about to get going or whatever, but like you said, shout out to Cashmerexpapi. I feel like this is supposed to be this song right here. You know what I mean? Like, because like I said, it's the beginning, but this song we're gonna go back, and this song is actually gonna be the song that blows us up. I really believe that. The High Class song is my favorite song.
Low
It's
key.
always been it.
Low key.
And Elijah, Mr. Cashmere, aka Cashmerexpapi, he's a musical genius in every aspect.
He
of the
produced
word.
this joint.
Yeah, he did.
You didn't let your mic go out.
Shout outs again. It's just, so before we take off, it's 5:30.
You said what?
I said they gotta go at 5:30, so I want to do that shout outs. He play the music. We can do the setup.
I do shout outs.
Shit, we ain't even gotta play no music. Shit.
No, we're
No,
gonna do
yeah,
shout
shout
outs.
outs.
That's gonna be.
A
Shout out,
setup.
We just did it. We just did. What you mean?
What
Shout
y'all
out?
Now do your shout out again so y'all can go. Cause
Oh, you talking about re-promote they stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn, okay.
He's talking about because y'all on the time frame. No, unless you want to just.
next time.
No, that's
Next time.
shit. We can fuck.
What's up? Get on the Chicago shit. Let's nail it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, come on.
So earlier.
See, this is why you don't fuck up the first time, because the second
man,
time
nigga be fucking up, bro.
Be all right.
That's what the editor for.
Earlier, bro, because if I get invested in something, once I like see one thing, I gotta go down a wormhole and shit, bro. And I've been paying attention to Chicago culture for quite a while, though. And one thing that stood out to me is when, in case y'all didn't know, he from Chicago, Corey from Chicago. One thing that stood out to me is like these niggas, like, where's Vine from? 64th? 65th?
Yeah, he actually from 70 or 70 something, but O Block is on 64th and Kings Drive.
So, but that's what he run with,
That's what he
64th.
runs, 64th and Kings Drive.
But the nigga, he always say not from 63rd though.
Yeah.
So 63rd is basically the next number over. Hey, but they cool with 64th is cool with 65th, right?
I guess so.
Or something like
That's what he
that.
said in the song. And
So what
Chief
I
Keef-
don't
think-
understand, and y'all could say, what was you saying?
I think Chief Keef is from 61st too. Low key.
I don't know where these niggas from.
I think
I know as much as them niggas be saying in their songs. and
because
shit like that.
Dirk is from 63rd and normal as much as he's saying this song or not. My bad, bro.
Land Rock.
What was you saying?
Yeah, what was you saying, bro?
He cut you up. See,
I did cut you
I
off.
just say I don't
He
know
had a-
nothing about these niggas other
But
than
I'm
what they
rude.
say in their songs.
So what I didn't understand is how like you can be beefing with somebody right around the corner from you and be sitting outside so comfortably like Superman. Like I can't be touched. Like earlier you said like that shit happens everywhere, but not quite like that though.
Yeah.
Like we ain't so comfortable knowing cuz it's right around the corner plotting on me.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, that shit happen everywhere. But the difference in Chicago, they rappers is from them areas. You know what I'm saying? They rappers is really the ones that's doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, a lot of rappers here, they be different. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of rappers don't stand on what they be talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that to say like, oh, they not real, because they might be just doing this rap shit for the art. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? You know what I'm saying? I ain't here to judge a motherfucker. But I'm just saying, like, in Chicago, what they be talking about, they really be on that. You know what I'm saying? So,
And not mean to interrupt, but also, I think it's just got a lot to do with the organized crime. Like Chicago, you look at Chicago history and what it go back to. Hold on, is my mic
yeah, your shit tweaking.
Yeah, I can hear.
tweaking? Hold on.
No, I
Play that
think
shit.
yeah, right there.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it got a lot of history in Chicago, you know what I mean, about the organized crime, you know what I mean? Before it's a nice little history on Chicago, but you got obviously the Nation of Islam, you know what I mean? They come out of Detroit and Chicago, and then after that, you know, you had the FBI coming in and pretty much creating this Intel Pro, you know what I mean? Because they looked at these black organizations as terrorists.
like
you know?
BDs and
Yeah, but this
GD.
before they was BDs and GDs, and then they BDs and GDs end up coming. You know, BDs and GDs, how the Black Panther movement was in California, and then Crips and Bloods came. It was the same thing with the black nationalists or the you know, the people for the black movements as far as like the Nation of Islam, you know, and they had a lot of different other movements within the Chicago area, because they had a lot of people with they had Hebrew Israelites. They had like the founders of these because obviously it was slavery. A lot of people was confused. Nobody, you know, it was a lot of lost information about where a lot of people came from. So these people was trying to give everybody knowledge of self again, because, you know, they had the a lot of black people thought like slaves, and just how like our grandmothers thought like church, you know what I mean? White Jesus, all this type of shit, being submissive, all this shit, being oppressed, and they trying to give us back our empowerment. So then pretty much the government didn't like that, because obviously the black man getting empowered means that they have to have an enemy. Who is the enemy? Well, the enemy is obviously the oppressors in the first place. So they end up destroying all that. They end up creating all the drugs coming in, and then that's when the BD and GDs and stuff start, you know what I mean? The communities start going down and gangs start rising, you know what I mean, in Chicago. I read all this shit, you know what I mean? But basically, now you had Larry Hoover and all them, they came in the 70s and they was the starter, you know, Mike Ford and all them, they was the starters of the GDs and the BDs. They end up going down. The GDs and BDs start doing shit on the street, getting so big to where anything that was under the GD, they put on Larry Hoover, and Larry Hoover was doing time for shit that he didn't have nothing to do with and been in jail for 40, 50 years.
Yeah, they gonna toss that on the motherfucker. They trying to find one motherfucker to toss it on and turn him into a rat. You know what I'm saying? If you don't rat shit, that shit going down on your head.
My bad, but I was saying all that to say it's organized. Chicago is more organized crime. So you said a lot of rappers is actually inside, like how Bond came back to his hood and gave all that money back. It's almost like they have to do that. Like when you under that GD and BD umbrella, like how Nipsey Hussle was like so crypt outish. You know what I mean? Because they gang politics is different. How you try to say from niggas in Kansas City like the Wild Wild West compared to a lot of organized crimes. Like we don't have
structure.
No structure. Young niggas ain't respecting shit
at all.
Gonna shoot you in your.
But
you know what I mean?
At the baby shower.
So what's Chief Keef?
He a BD.
Do he go back? Because you said they have to follow. He don't do it.
No, he was following everything until the mayor actually kicked him out of Chicago. But you see,
I didn't know he got kicked out. Because they always putting this shit on him like he don't never be here. He don't come back. But shit, nigga can't come back.
No, he can't come. He can't come back. You know what I mean? But like Chief Keef, that's why he got all his folks. You know what I mean? All his peoples in all his videos and how he do all his videos. Like he brought all his homies with him. You know what I mean? A lot of them niggas. Which one of them niggas went to jail at Chief Keef house when he? But they was still Chief Keef was still with all with all the BDs and you know what I mean in 300. You know what I mean when he blew up. Now he just in California because he got kicked out because the drill era like spike. You know what I mean I want him to you know what I mean elaborate on it. But I just know because I studied the Chicago history. But
yeah, it's a lot of shit going on. Like you know what I'm saying. Like you said, go back to what you said about niggas beefing them 1 block away. I mean. You know what I'm saying? It's something simple as like them niggas being 1 block away, they all grew up together. You know what I'm saying? They all homies and shit, rather they funking out or not. They all grew up together. They all know each other deeply. They know each other mamas and shit. But then, you know what I'm saying, it starts spinning when motherfuckers start picking sides and, you know what I'm saying, murder start happening and motherfuckers start picking sides and shit like that. Then you got a everlasting cycle that ain't gonna slow down, ain't gonna stop because you got loved ones being knocked off and then they doing it so different up there. They totally disrespectful with the rapping.
Oh my God.
They totally disrespectful. So like little shit like that only gonna enhance the problem. You know what I'm saying? So like that shit ain't gonna slow down. You know what I'm saying? It's different up there because them niggas is totally disrespectful by the way they go about shit and how they name drop. You know what I'm saying? You can talk about a situation. You know what I'm saying? You talk about what you did and shit like that in your art. But them niggas name dropping, them niggas dropping that.
My nigga FBG Duck from 60.
They letting you know what I'm saying? It's
I
way
fuck with
real.
FBG, bro. Because what I fuck with FBG for is because he didn't make no excuses about anything he had coming to him. Either like, even when his brother died, I think Vlad asked him about his emotion with the shit. And he was just like, bro, like, that's a part of the game. Mm-hmm. And he knew what he was getting into. I knew I know what I'm getting into. So if it come to me, it come to me. Now, I don't think no regular civilian deserves to die behind this shit. So I really respected that nigga. Like, he didn't make no excuses for his life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And I just like his music too. That nigga just hard. Like,
yeah,
I like his music. Like, and shit, just how he was getting blackballed, you know, allegedly, you know what I mean, according to them, because, you know, Chief Keef and Dirk and King Von them got the industry, you know what I mean, they not letting them get in, and how he was just still pushing.
And them niggas is crazy. They keeping score, they smoking.
Yeah, they crazy.
I mean, this man mama is grieving. You still bringing this man her son up. What do y'all think about academics? How do y'all feel about DJ Academics?
With the Chirac Wars and stuff, the tapes that
well, even from then till now, because I don't know, I was listening to I was in the clubhouse when Meek Mill was grilling them. Yeah, you know what I mean. And I kind of didn't. I understood where they was coming from talking to him, but at the same time, I feel like it was more personal than y'all trying to teach him some shit. Yeah, like with Meek Mill, it was more personal. because Meek Mill was bringing up like shit that would go on with them.
Yeah.
Even when Academic would apologize, he was like, yeah, I did some shit wrong. I should have never gave them nicknames because that further enhances. And I get that. You give a nigga name the Grim Reaper, and then niggas, the kids in the hood feel like, oh, that nigga ain't that, and I'm gonna show you ain't that. So you bringing more shit on him.
I was thinking about that, like how they be talking about King Von, like how they was gassing King Von all the way up. Once he made it, they was gassing him up to the 10th power. I'm like, boy, you creating a monster within already a monster, because now nigga feel like you're a monster. Like you said, other motherfuckers got shit to prove. I was thinking that same shit. Like, man, these niggas these regular like Tuka, he was a 15-year-old kid. You know what I mean? They blowing him up. You thought this nigga was Tukey Williams. The way they be talking about Tuka, you know what I mean?
Right.
When you see, like, he's a kid, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, they gassed them names up so big and be putting them batteries in them.
I mean, I feel like that's like one aspect of the culture, like as far as in like people like DJ Academics that's commentating on like what's going on, and like obviously, right, he definitely could have did a lot of stuff, but he definitely better, but he was definitely giving out like information, you know what I'm saying? It was insightful, it was entertaining. And I think, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people just take the entertainment, you know what I'm saying, to the next level. Like, you know what I'm saying, that's different from like DJ Vlad. You sit down, do an interview, and he asking incarcerating questions, and
Man,
so now
I don't feel like neither one of them niggas is bad people. I feel like both of them people is doing their job. And if you so happen to slip up and say some dumbass shit on the wire, nigga, that's on your. It's on you. That's on you. You know what? If that man asks a dumbass question, you like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Certain shit I don't talk about. You know what I'm saying? You say certain shit like that, but them niggas be trying to glorify themselves. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to gain that clout and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That shit lame.
They know what the.
Yeah, then they blame it on Vlad. Like, nigga, Vlad doing his job, nigga.
And one thing about DJ Academics, like they said, he media, but at the same time, I can appreciate his growth. Like he said, like the way I was posted, because I fuck with 21 Savage too, because he don't play no sides. He just keep it real. Somebody did.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, God.
But they basically told him like, bro, it's cool with you posting this stuff, because people have already posted the shit. So you just reposting it. It's about you taking sides, though, and giving niggas nicknames. Niggas just post
the Chirac Reaper. Hey.
So I can understand where they was coming with that. But when Meek Mill just, like, he got in there, like, on, and I fuck with Meek Mill, but he was in there on some tough guy shit. He was just like, and then he was just being boozy. He gonna tell that nigga he's irrelevant in the culture. You can't say that. Why are we having this conversation?
If he was irrelevant to the culture, yeah.
He's not irrelevant to the culture. And another thing they was saying, it was a point he made. It was somebody that got in there that was like, I don't fuck with no snitches. I don't fuck with nobody that fuck with snitches. I don't do work with snitches. And I wanted to see what y'all think about. So, and I knew what Academic was gonna say. He was like, so you wouldn't work with no snitches at all, none at all. So you wouldn't do no work with Rock Nation. He was like, oh, y'all putting words in my mouth. I didn't say that. And Academic was like, y'all pick and choose who y'all choose by the stature of the person. Like, if you don't fuck with snitches, you don't fuck with snitches. You know, because if you fuck with Rock Nation, you gotta think about the lady that took Desiree Perez, who took down 2 cartels. But y'all choose to ignore that, and Meek Mill works under her. You know what I mean? So I just feel like niggas be picking on niggas, and they don't have to.
Perez go? I mean, she took down the cartel. What was the kind of background story on that?
I don't know the full story, bro.
I'm talking about, like, was she in the life of crime?
She was, I heard, she was in the.
So she
what
was
I heard.
You know, I'm just saying, because it could be some civilians that get caught up in crimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I don't fuck with snitches. Like, the motherfucker was confused the whole time. You know what I mean? It wasn't doing no illegal.
You're not a snitch if you're not a part, but like, why did she had to be a part of something for her to even say something about 2 cartels?
Yeah, testify.
Like, that ain't just regular shit going on in the hood. Like, they selling drugs in front of your house.
She just around big dog.
Yeah, so.
You know what I mean? But nah, ain't no excuse. I mean, I don't know her story. I don't know. I'm just saying, but you know, like, some niggas just be going, just go, like, nigga, but you hang around your grandma, don't you? You know what I mean? Then she tell about the niggas shoot that.
Listen,
like,
bro.
Y'all niggas is taking the
y'all not about to make me not love somebody that I already love.
Not even that.
Because he didn't told on somebody. I
mean, for me, yeah. Like,
so you wouldn't fuck with your grandma if she snitched?
Man, I'm fucking my fucking
because
grandma,
my grandma,
bro.
But if my grandma out there whooping dope, if my grandma full-fledged in the street, no, she full-fledged in the street, she tell I'm cutting grandma off.
I'm not cutting grandma off. I just ain't going to hang with her as much.
I'm not trying to go to jail.
Trying to get shot.
I still love you, grandma. Still love you, grandma.
But
Come on, dig.
No, do you remember Morgan Freeman on the 21 Savage album when he laid out the difference between a snitch and a rat and a civilian?
Oh yeah. I
At the end of the day.
that shit.
Right.
I forgot
Larry
he
Hoover,
said that shit.
because you had brought him up earlier.
Still a rat
That's
or
what I
some
wanted to ask you. When Larry Hoover, because I was listening to Jay Prince and what's his name? Cause when we interviewed Cousin, I'm acting funny. I can't even. Rick Ross. I was listening to them talking. I think I heard Jay Prince say something along the lines that Larry Hoover might be getting out pretty soon. Sometime soon.
Yeah.
So what do you think his effect on Chicago will be when he get out? Will he still be respected? Will he?
Yeah, I think he'll still be respected. I think a lot of people that's like in the streets now in Chicago, they know who he is, but they, you know what I'm saying, they wouldn't know him if he was right there in front of their face. You know what I'm saying? Some of the kids, so they praise Larry Hoover, but shit, they wouldn't know that man if he was at the corner store they about to rob. They about to blow everybody down in that bitch and they blow Larry down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like so.
But if he announced that I'm Larry Hoover, you think they'll that's Larry?
I think shit, he pushed.
I mean, realistically,
Some of
if
them
a
might.
nigga gonna announce
Some
that
of
I'm
them might,
Larry
for
Hoover,
sure.
just imagine how Larry Hoover gonna pull up. You ain't gonna have no other choice. It's either you gonna try to
'Cause people
go out
gonna
on
be
a
like, who
suicide
that?
mission.
Yeah,
You like
yeah,
up that
niggas ain't
because
finna
Larry
play.
Hoover gonna have the Nation of Islam coming behind
He's
him.
gonna be coming strong.
Nigga gonna come like you not gonna be able to touch Larry Hoover. Gonna be like the president. He already damn near. He in Florence, Colorado. You know what I mean, in the Supermax. You know what I mean, the feds right now, but. Like Larry Hoover is amazing. Obviously, you know, you see how Jay Prince, you know what I mean, praised Larry Hoover to the fullest. Like everybody praised Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover,
Jay
he got
Prince,
a couple.
that nigga.
When Larry Hoover talked, you know what I mean, like Larry Hoover don't praise none of that shit. You know what I mean? Like obviously the man is damn near 70 years old. Of course he's not gonna praise it no more. You know what I mean? They took his whole damn life away from him. He spent 40, 50 years in the joint. But still, like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like if Larry Hoover get out, like he's cool. You know what I mean? That's like, come on now, like he's a 70-year-old man. Ain't nobody, and they ain't gonna have no other choice but to respect him. Now, as far as Larry Hoover passing and his successor to the, you know what I mean? Then that's just gonna be a whole nother chaotic situation.
I think him coming in trying to take control again, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna cause some problems. You know what I'm saying? Like with whoever probably in control now, which is like the control, the structure kind of done fell apart. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, the structure really fell apart. So I think if he come in trying to control some shit where he ain't got no control, I mean, they respect him, but they probably gonna tell his ass, hey, you know what I'm saying, play on the sideline, you stay on the sideline, you nigga, this
110% Larry Hoover is not going back to Chicago.
100% probably not.
You know, that's like Boosie Boo going back to Baton Rouge in his old hood once he get out, did the whole death row situation. Like, I'm not about to, everybody want to, I mean, of course there's people that gonna want to get these stripes and want to come up, but in the same breath, like Larry Hoover probably feel, I have nothing to do. I have nothing
left
else
in Chicago.
Yeah, I have nothing left. You know what I mean, to give to this whole situation that's going on. And niggas, and I'm talking about rap industry niggas, like you talking about like Jay Prince and all these made people in the industry. Come on, just imagine Larry Hoover coming home, man. Like, come on, this nigga coming home to.
Oh, he gonna be celebrated like a
man.
motherfucker.
They got a Larry Hoover. They got a Larry Hoover Day. Actually, the GDs do.
I know y'all got to get ready to go, man. I want to ask one more question. That's for everybody, like, cause we speaking on respect, and I know it's certain things that, like, somebody could say or a fucking look when they say it, how they say it, that I know, nah, you don't fuck with him. Like, have y'all ever heard? Because one thing I heard Jay Prince say, they asked him how he feel about Tekashi 6ix9ine. He was just like, he gonna keep campaigning until he get elected. I was like, nah, this nigga different. Like, y'all ever heard any like certain sayings or
that
anything?
Sound like some shit that Malcolm X said. Remember, I don't know if you're familiar, but when the press asked him once John F. Kennedy got killed, and he had that conversation with Elijah Muhammad, he said, don't say that. They were like, wait, like, how do you feel about the president get killed? Well, you know, the chicken comes to roost.
I just recently seen that like last year.
Yeah. So basically,
that's
he answered.
Yeah.
That's like when you answer questions like that, like you so intellectual that you're answering questions in parables just so you can explain it to what you feel is retarded about the retarded interviewer.
And you can never tell me I straight on said I'm about to
exactly
do some shit.
Yeah, two birds with one stone.
So y'all can we want y'all to promote y'all shit one more time for y'all head out, man.
Yeah, man. Follow us, AO Management on Instagram. Ash Too Pretty on Instagram. Ball Athletics. Yeah, man. Shit. Tap in. We gonna keep pushing this movement. We got a platform for everybody with whatever you doing. We got a platform for you at an affordable rate. We got payment plans, all type of stuff. Just what we ask is people be serious about what they trying to do. If you serious, we serious, and we gonna push it. I appreciate Saber for the podcast for having us, and I'm saying it's a wrap for us.
Definitely. We're gonna have to run this back again because I fucked up.
Yeah, we'll be back for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, y'all, but we're going to get off to JBoogie Tezworld and Cashmerexpapi, or Cashmerexpapi and JBoogie Tezworld, however way you want to put it. But this that low-key high class. It's that high class, that joint going crazy. It's on Cashmerexpapi YouTube. Go ahead, subscribe that joint. This JBoogie Tezworld. We tapping in.
Kidnapped his ass. Let's go.
Hey.
Kidnap the boy.
Grew up broke, ain't had shit, probably made a nigga go mad quick. Never chill, no Netflix, shark in the water, they catfish. Had a bad bitch, past tense, disappear, no magic. Fly can't trust you, this she baggage. We eating good and they famished, I'm still standing. No statues, going nuts like cashew. And that Remy on me, no papoose. Turning up in the back room, bathroom, she doing coke. Residue still on the notes, we turning up for the times we been turned down. Trying to open doors in the bedroom, I got 2 hoes. I'm a boss like Hugo, getting here with my shoes on, heart cold like it's in Pluto. I got bad manners, see through them like cat scanners. In the club, I'ma make it rain. Shit looking like bad weather. Yeah, for all them fools, I'ma have to hit them with the juke move. I'ma rock like Juju Smith-Schuster up in the new school. New whip and a new watch, new bride looking like new with a new Glock that'll shoot through 2 tops. Niggas like who you, who y'all? Clown niggas like Duval. Clown niggas try to come around and get robbed quick by 2 dogs. My pit bulls gon' chew y'all on bark, nigga. I bite down. Diligence is my lifestyle. Penetrate like Mike, hustle like Mike, just to ball lights out.
Low-key high class, tight waist with a nice ass, one I can't bypass. Nightcap in the sky pad, run up my wine. Tab, ballet Riri, stat like Kiki, at like CC. Yeah, pat like DD, Afro DG. High class, Louis, Fendi, high class. Gucci, Jimmy, high class. Sushi, Benny, high class. She want the high class, Louis, Fendi, high class. Gucci, Jimmy, high class. Sushi, Benny, high class. She want the. I let my bitches sedate. Fly to Miami for titties, gon' fuck up a city. Got her a whip in the blicky, ready to smoke like a chimney, do lines. Whitney, is you gon' ride with me? 4 in the morning, I'm trippy, let's pull up on Denny's. Is you gon' vibe with me? Louis V bag on the city, AP on the Achilles. Shoes, Cavinci, all on her back like a diva. Throwing it back like she Trina, get neck in the beamer. Shawty get bad to keep her. Only 1 rack, she a few, flew west on the visa. Ooh, lethal. Poolside Gucci 2-piece. Eat her up like at Luffy's. Beat her up in the koozie. Everything goes from the boutique. Met with the wolves of the pool scene. Movie shooting, nails in the head done cooling. Sex in the body booming. Coochie juicy. All these hoes be choosing. Flex them, never losing. Extra room key. She wanna bring her roomie. Shutting her backs from boosting. Heavy gooning. We do not bang, we shooting. Claim my set like Tunchi. Drinking more wet, smoke a loosely. Limit her ex on the group fee. She wanna vent, visit the rich. Shawty wanna check like a 2-3. Spending my shit, knowing she low-key high class. Tight waist with a nice ass, one I can't bypass. Nightcap in the sky pad, run up my wine. Tab, ballet Riri, stat like Kiki, at like CC. Yeah, pat like DD, Afro DG. High class, Louis, Fendi, high class. Gucci, Jimmy, high class. Sushi, Benny, high class. She want the high class, Louis, Fendi, high class. Gucci, Jimmy, high class. Sushi, Benny, high class. She want the.
You said head on.
No, look, what you saying?
Love you, cuz.
I really like listen to like a lot of y'all podcasts. Like y'all had Mayor Quentin Lucas on there.
That was like fucking like 2 years ago. That was before he was mayor.
Yeah, before he was mayor and stuff.
And you know what? That wasn't our pod.
That was y'all doing the like.
We was on somebody else's pod.
But you was
Hype.
doing the interviewing though. You was doing you had the questions.
I had a series like he had came at me was like, I like people like you or something like that. Like to the point where he knew I was, cause I didn't go there with no questions or nothing. I was just going off of what he was talking about. So I'm gonna ask you what I want to know. You know what I mean? He was
Facts. People was pissed as hell at him now.
Why?
Cause remember he got caught at the Lake of the Ozarks without the mask on.
No, I didn't know nothing about it. I don't even be tuned in like that, bro.
I definitely wasn't tuned in.
I remember that.
Yeah, he put the ordinance on for everybody to wear a mask, and then he was out the Lake of the Ozarks
Without a mask on.
Without a mask on.
Hypocrite.
Yeah. This was actually around the time during the protest.
Yeah, during the protest and stuff. He was down there protesting.
Yeah, I think it was around that time.
So it's just now the thing though, to like the pictures just surface or something?
No, it actually surfaced during the time that actually
It was pretty fire.
that phase actually came and went.
Yeah, they wanted him to resign after that, like, cause he was trying to get the chief of police because of the whole thing. It was like a big old topic. Like, and I thought about y'all podcast. Like, I'm like, save it for the podcast.
See, speaking of shit, we can get back to that because we got to talk about this music real quick, bro. First of all, you said High Class is you think that's gonna be the one to catapult y'all? That motherfucker could though.
Yeah, motherfucker hard.
You know what's crazy? Like, nigga, a lot of songs like that, niggas be sitting on for like 2 years, and then the world hear it, and you like, man, that new shit is fire. And you like, man, that shit old.
Dropped that motherfucker 2 years ago.
How you think that happens though? Like they catch on to it like 2 years later. Where does that come from? Is it the DJs?
I mean, well, I think it just has everything to do with the process. For me, I definitely believe that if your catalog is not big enough yet, you know what I mean? Like, how can people actually hear your music? You know what I mean? I feel like you have to build, once you actually start being an artist, and people respect you as an artist, now it's just about it getting in the right person.
That's when everybody tapping in and shit like that.
Because people going to tap in, but then when it get in the right person's hands, and you already got people already tapped in, then it's like, now that shit, I think it's just everything got to do with timing. I think it's just timing. Everything is nothing. It's nothing I think it's never perfect. It's never perfect. As far as
I think it's like building
recipe.
Your base. Like, you building your base. You got hits, and kind of what you were saying earlier with the new music. Now it's a lot of streaming, and so like you do want to be mindful about what you are putting out. But you also, like he said, you got to continue to build your catalog and make sure that you have, you know what I'm saying, some fire already out. Because it might be a wave that might not catch on till later. And so, you know, you want them to be like, go back to some of that old stuff. And now you listening to a old track or old whole EP or whole project. And you like, but they been spitting that fire. You just now caught on to it. But as far as catapulting, yeah, I think that song, what it does is, it could captivate like every crowd. Like, it's so many different parts of that song that is relatable, you know what I'm saying, to the women, like the high class, you know, the guys growing up, you know what I'm saying, struggling, getting to that point where you now your high class could be just one night with your girl out of town, and y'all, you know what I'm saying. So I think that's why that song speak volume, and that's one of them ones right there.
So y'all think it's better to like put out, like, let's just say LeBron, the shoes, like the multiple colors, just keep them coming out, versus putting them limited edition Jordans out. Not even limited, that limited amount of Jordans out. So you know when that drop date is, and people got to rush for it because they've been anticipating that motherfucker, and you just won't get it if you don't get it. Like, I'm just saying, you're not giving them too much. You're giving them something to wait on. You know what I mean?
That's why I think it's a recipe.
Teasing them.
I don't think it's a specific recipe on how to become successful or to make one hit, you know, blow up. You know, it could be, you know, wait and do all and save it for the limited edition, or it could be just put out a lot of these and it blow up. It
different stroke for different folks, basically.
It's just the timing. I always say the timing. Like, you never know what time. Like, you want your shit to be timeless. Like, I just played that Fishtail in Amani, and I know I'm just recently started my career again ever since I've been home, but I wrote that Fishtail in Amani 5 years ago. You know what I mean? I feel like I try to write timeless music no matter what. I just recorded it, you know what I mean, last week, but I wrote it 5 years ago. I feel like it's perfect time for everything I got. See, like you said, don't freestyle. Like, you play a beat, I can spit all day, but the songs is already written, but they already in my head.
If you could have like Kiki, you love me. Now, I ain't even gonna use that because that one is standing.
Song, ain't it? Oh, that's a twerk song.
I would say it's a pop. It's pretty pop. I'm trying to think of one that probably won't stand the test. Okay, my bitch is bad and bougie. If you can have that one versus Brenda Got a Baby.
Well, I'm going.
Which one you rather have? Like, if you could,
I would rather have any day. I would rather have Bad and Bougie right now, because Bad and Bougie made more money than Brenda Has a Baby. I'm pretty sure within the duration of time, but Brenda Has a Baby did come out in the 90s. But I would definitely rather have the songs I make is more like Bad and Bougie type of style, and I usually go into the Brenda Has a Baby, like I dib a dab in that, you know what I mean? But for the most part, like, that's the type of music because I like those type of beats. So me personally, whichever song made the most money, I feel I would prefer to have out.
You think your Bad and Bougie can go to 2060, year 2060? like stand the test of time.
The funny thing is, I was just thinking about that when we was talking about timeless songs, and I really was like, and I put Bad and Bougie in my head, like, is Bad and Bougie a timeless song? Like, I don't care, like,
and I don't think so.
I feel like it's a timeless song. Now, you want to say it's a timeless hip hop song, because at the end of the day, the music, hip hop is different now, because people, we are, including myself, we rock stars, pop stars, and rappers. You know what I mean?
I love this era.
That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, when you say time is like Bad and Bougie, I don't give a damn if it's 10 years from now, my bitch is bad and bougie. Because that motherfucker has so much of a...
It might be time. What's one that ain't timeless? Soulja Boy, maybe?
No.
I mean, just that Superman song. That
Superman Smile. What? Not Smile. Kiss Me Through the Phone. That ain't timeless, is it? But it was a big hit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say it's timeless.
So that's what I was trying to pick one like that. If it would pop at the moment, you want something that'll pop at the moment. I guess you can even go back to some Fetty Wap shit. That nigga had like a. So do you want that year run? Because what he had about a year run,
beautiful.
Or do you want that long stretch of let's say Currency?
I think
Currency type.
What we need to have, because at the end of the day, first of all, we don't know how much longer the Amigos gonna last in the industry, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna last a lot, very long, because of the relationships that they develop within the industry. So are we talking about one hit wonders making timeless songs? Because it's a difference between a one hit wonder making a timeless song and then what type of timeless song it is. Like you got that Lil Jon, Usher, and that Ludacris song that.
Tell me again.
Timeless song, you know what I mean? And it's a different type of timeless song than Brenda has a baby, but nevertheless, it's still timeless. And all their careers lasted long. And then you still got, now would you say that Meet Me in the Club is going down? Because that's what you're trying to say. That's timeless. That's timeless.
Because he still got the joint.
Because if you play it, I feel like that's what the versus battle is like who has the most timeless songs. Because if you could play this at an event, like you say, Drake, you could play it anywhere. The shit gonna go crazy and live every time. But Weezy, I swear to God, play all his shit. I play all his old shit anywhere. That shit gonna go crazy.
It's gonna slap.
I think the timeless. So when it comes to those type of songs, like
Young John,
it's going down. It's because of the moment it created. Like he had the world going. That's why probably the Soulja Boy up in the club, because it was a moment. Like that nigga created YouTube damn near with that shit. So I think those are different. So I guess what I was saying, like Mac Miller. People know Mac Miller. People fuck with Mac Miller. Mac Miller's never really had a big hit though, right? But he's had a long, stretched out career to where. So would you rather his career or what's his name? Fetty Wap's 1 year run?
Oh, you always
that 1 year run was huge too.
Yeah.
Fetty Wap has so you basically saying, would you rather have a mainstream career for 1 year, or would you rather be an independent artist for your rest of your career? And you have a 20-year run. So basically, would I rather live like E40? Or live like
that's
a one-hit wonder.
Because E40 has stood the test of time, bro. He keeps going, and Too Short too.
Tekanina?
They keep going.
Jay-Z.
But you got Jay-Z.
Yeah, Jay-Z.
But I didn't want to go that big
but
of a scale.
That's way too big.
And Jay-Z didn't have big hits. So when you talk, E40 didn't have kind of hits. So I don't remember Mac Miller ever having like a big radio hit. But he's had a great career.
I'm trying to think.
A long running.
I feel like whoever made the most money, I would rather be. I don't. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a good
still
answer.
making money.
Made more money because if you're doing 10, 15 years in that time frame, as far as, but you never know what Fetty Wap actually been through and what he's still doing to this day to where he making money, because I'm pretty sure that 1738 shit is probably still making money to this day, and he probably got some shit going on to where he the signed artists and he's still getting their royalties. So I mean, you can't never really say unless you know. I just want whoever making the most money.
I get it, bro. It is a hard question, man.
Low key back to that versus, like we was talking about, like Drake and Wayne. Like I want to see Fat Tone and Mac Dre. Like I think that is a good versus.
Come here.
Not.
If any of you agree with him and think Fat Tone stands a chance against Mac Dre, you're fucking mistaken.
Fat Tone got slaps, bro.
Listen. I don't want y'all to take this as disrespect, because I'm aware of Fat Tone, what Fat Tone got. But most of the verses, I ain't heard no verses that was 10 songs. It's usually 20.
Yeah.
Can he go 20 with Mac Dre? Because Mac Dre can go 20. Fat Tone can go 20.
Yes, he can because he got that. He got that stick up kid. He got all that shit, man. That shit.
And a lot of his stuff is more upbeat. Like you were saying, like as far as in the feel of the song and the verses is a lot different than just listening to it. Like
I think one thing
Dre
y'all
got
not
them-
taking in though.
what?
There's one thing y'all not taking in. Fat Tone was known, but he wasn't known like a Mac Dre. So when you turn on that verses, it's gonna be way more.
I get
Mac
where you
Dre
coming
than-
from. I get.
Oh,
You
yeah,
talking
they-
about?
they
You talking
talking
about? No. Are we talking about on a large scale?
I
or we
thought
just,
y'all was
we
talking
talking
about verses.
I know. Oh, you talking about as far as versus? I mean,
Yeah.
Mac Dre gonna win just because he more popular.
He more popular than
That's
yeah.
it. So what?
Yeah,
What
he
we
more
talking
Mac
about
Dre
here?
is the Bay. Everybody know that Mac Dre is
And
the
they
Bay.
call us the little cousin of the Bay for one. So we definitely not.
Nah, but I think they call Wyandotte, Kansas the little cousins of the Bay. I don't think they talk about
Yeah.
Kansas as well.
Nah, they be saying can't.
I definitely would like to for the Kansas City to vote because I think like obviously like you say we a little cousin, so our
Niggas gonna
opinions
be
ain't gonna be
biased.
as so swayed like to the fact
Because
everybody
niggas in the city
band-
hate Fat Tone. Like
Yeah,
it's a lot of
yeah,
niggas in
yeah.
the city hate Fat Tone, and it's a
Yeah.
different love that Mac Dre get from his people than Fat Tone get from his own people. So I think it'll be less biased in Kansas City because there's gonna be a lot of people that think Mac Dre is harder than Fat Tone in Kansas City. For me, Fat Tone
Fat
is.
Tone.
Leave it in the
I'm
comment
not
section
mad
if
at
y'all
it, though.
think Fat Tone could beat Mac
Please.
Dre in the verses.
This is
Please.
I like that.
I'm that nigga.
And I'm back
I'm
again.
gonna ask you, Marquise, and then I'm gonna let them battle it out.
Drunk off jeans.
So what you think is harder? Coming up with a good song, or coming up with making a classic album, or coming up with a classic set on comedy?
Oh my god.
I want you to answer that, and then I'll let them niggas debate it.
That's tough. I'm not gonna lie to you, cause just like music is timeless, comedy is timeless. I be going back and watching like some of the old like Richard Pryor shit.
I love
like,
that shit.
Martin
Red
Lawrence.
Fox.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
Bro, that
Richard
shit.
Pryor and Eddie.
Kevin Hart bit off Richard
Eddie
Pryor.
Murphy
Gri-
funny
Eddie-
as fuck.
No,
Eddie
Eddie
Griffin.
Eddie Griffin and Eddie,
Eddie
Murphy.
Griffin.
Both of the Eddies. I was about to say
But
Murphy
Richard,
though.
I tried like so hard to look.
You
Even
can't
Richard
get. Wait, talking
Pryor,
about you can't get with Richard Pryor.
Paul Mooney, Richard Pryor. I'm
okay,
like,
Paul
bro, what
Mooney,
is
Paul
I
it?
Mooney,
get
nah,
it.
Paul Mooney's
It's a
cool.
little- it's a little
I like
dark.
Paul Mooney better than
Dave Chappelle,
Richard
that's what I'm-
Pryor.
I like Richard Pryor. I love Richard Pryor on movies.
Oh yeah.
His
But
stand up
his-
though. Kevin Hart bit off some Richard Pryor shit too.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Like
He
the
would tell
whole,
you.
like the whole storming out and leaving and forgetting my key shit. That was Richard Pryor.
But
I
that's
think
like-
he would. I think he would admit that.
Yeah, of course. That's like music. Of course, I'm gonna steal some shit from the greats.
But I'm gonna steal some shit from him.
You can't steal a joke and try to say it like it's yours.
No,
Though.
yes, you can.
You
It's
cannot.
called recycle.
You-
It's,
no,
it's
no,
called
recycle.
homage too. If
Recycle.
niggas know if Richard Pryor is big as he is, it ain't like he stole it from a little nigga in a comedian club that don't nobody know. He stole it from the great that
okay.
everybody know that shit. So not really stole it. He used
Recycled,
it. And paid
like you
homage.
said,
Nigga,
yeah,
we
yeah.
sample beats all the time.
Facts.
You know what I
And Lil
mean?
Wayne say bars from Aaliyah.
Yeah.
So that's
Biggie
rap. Though.
Smalls.
I get where y'all coming from.
Because now
sorta,
he was
kinda.
comparing rap and comedy. That's why
Yeah.
it was a good quote.
Cause one thing I've noticed though, just like rap, cause how we be like, nigga, you ain't write your own shit. You can't call yourself. You ain't write your own shit. You can't
was
call yourself
passionate about
one of the better rappers. It's the
Facts.
same in comedy.
Yeah,
he
he
don't write his own shit. He be stealing niggas' jokes and shit. He got little people going in comedy club. He got a group of people going in comedy clubs stealing people jokes on little laptops and
Or
shit.
he repeat his jokes. They got a lot of shit in comedy to where you don't be the great. So, off of just some little shit.
So
I
that's
think
why
that-
I think it's a good comparison. Nobody's ever really. Now I've never heard nobody ask
But
like
I think that
comedy.
I
versus-
think that y'all just kind of hit it on the nail to my point of that I'm about to probably say comedy on the fact of because it's less big known comics than there are musicians.
No,
like,
we talking about, but he talking about a historical album though. At this point,
versus a historical.
because
I'm gonna still go with.
My bad.
I would still go with comedy though, bro, because like it's hard to get up there and know how to make somebody laugh, bro,
yeah.
and then like just sit up there like you niggas got to fall on. Ladies looking good tonight when your shit bomb. You know what I mean? Like that shit. And then after that, what you got?
But you
Yeah,
know,
you look stupid
Stupid,
up
yeah,
there.
then
Like,
it's
you know what I
quiet, and
mean?
everybody just looking.
That's why just like music and comedy is the same thing. Like because that's like if I do a show. Like I do a show now today, you know what I mean? If I don't have a lot of experience in this show, you know, I can fuck around and fuck up on the show. Like I can do some goofy ass shit. You know what I mean? Go on stage, standing there in one spot, not knowing you know what I mean, how to fucking work the crowd, deal with the crowd, get the crowd in tune with your music. So, you know what I mean? I feel like you got to improvise, you know what I mean? When you talented in your craft and you practice this shit, because if you love what you do, you're going to do this shit all day, every day. So you used to this like football practice, and I'm a pro, you know what I mean? Now I know what to do in the game when it's game time because I had to practice these scenarios. Same thing with comedy. So I feel like when you love something and you're talented at that specific thing, because it might be hard to make people laugh because you're just not a comedian. You know what I mean? And you do music. So it's easier to be a musician than be a comedian because you're a musician. You know what I mean? So I feel like in that aspect, like when you are great at both things and you're trying to do something. So now you got an album or you got a special.
And they call them albums too now.
Right.
Like
and that shit's difficult.
Album.
You know what I mean? But because both of them is about the same time period long that you got to put in it. You got to tell stories. I think it's the same equivalent.
You pulling from a lot of them is pulling from life stories and shit with a little extra on it.
Because when you make an album that's timeless, like, man, that shit's hard as hell. You know what I mean? Even being an artist.
It's very hard, yeah.
Like, because I look at my favorite timeless albums off the muscle, Kendrick Lamar. You know
nothing's you talking about Good Kid,
Good Kid, Mad City?
Kid, Mad City.
I was actually talking about To Pimp a Butterfly.
That's another one.
But those are albums to where he put it to
many classics.
He put the beginning and end together to where the whole album correlate one song, each song goes together.
It's a story.
It's a story. It's telling you something, the whole story. Putting an album together like that shit's hard as hell unless you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Boogie. I know I'm gonna come, but I'm gonna have to go with Boogie with that.
I said they even.
I don't know. I feel like that.
When you do comedy, you got to make a whole storyline just the same. You got to memorize it right here in real time. You fuck up once you did, but at the same time, you still got little cues to go from one segue to another. You know what I mean? Like, oh, so boom, they said this, so now I know. Like, you're like, yeah. Then they go into something else. Yeah, because have your kid ever picked up their phone because they do something to lead to another, but they know what they doing the whole time. You know what I mean? That's all.
Nigga just open my eyes.
Do y'all think it's easy to flood the market with comedy like it is to flood the market with music?
I think it's equal. I think it's just a matter. There's probably more rappers than comedy. But I'm just looking at it from Funny Marco, Haha Davis. All these niggas is funny as hell. I be watching these niggas more than I watch rappers.
Is it okay? Is it you know how we say I think it's more noticeable with comedy. Like if you mimic another comedian, it's more noticeable and like niggas ain't gonna appreciate that shit versus like it's a million young thugs out here. It's a million like fucking. So it got to be hard to flood the market with comedy if you're not sounding different.
Actually, and that's so funny because I just think that it's almost like a rapper versus ball player type of aspect. I think one want to be the other, and also the other don't understand the pros and cons. The cons that come with this shit, and they shitty at the next thing, but they want to live a lifestyle like, man, I swear to God, being a hoop way easier. And y'all getting these contracts. That shit.
See, I'll be thinking that shit too because I want that rap style lifestyle. You feel me?
But it'd be crazy.
But I'm a comedian, so I'm at a goofy lifestyle. Like if I be in this rap video, they gonna expect me to be the goofy motherfucker in the video. But I'm saying, I can't be the cool rap nigga and doing all that. I gotta be the goofy motherfuckers. That's me.
But I'm saying at the end of the day, like I be feeling like when I be uploading my videos and shit, like bro, I swear to God, nigga, it's so easy. It's way easier to go viral doing comedy than it is doing music.
You think?
And that's how I look at it from a music perspective because when I'm trying to market it and I'm trying to promote my shit,
I think you're right.
Because you gotta look at all these stupid ass videos, nigga just he broke and run his sand into the fucking wall right now. Upload that shit. That shit get way more views than that. Or comments like, "Oh, this nigga's an idiot."
Yeah, but can't nobody redo that. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you just said he did, he can't come back and do that and get the same views. But you can make a song and then I can mimic that motherfucker. Look at Wayne with the mixtapes. Paint job, ice cream paint job, all of that shit. He redid the motherfuckers and hit harder than the niggas who did that shit.
Yeah, but
never
also
kept a woman unless she's a witness.
I'm gonna rebut that, but with
this is your debate, man.
No, I'm gonna rebut that simply, but
he said he agreed with the music.
No, but I'm saying because like that's like if he run his head to the wall, but then if Kevin Hart runs his head to the wall, I'm gonna laugh a little harder.
Nah, I kinda just seen that too.
He knew he seen alley-oop.
I kinda just seen. I don't know. I guess I'm speaking for the masses though, because I look at it like, man, I think I'll laugh at the second nigga before the first, because I don't laugh at niggas that just run into shit like or
you
fall.
Fucking idiot.
But you dummy, you gonna do it right after you did it? Yeah, I probably will. Oh no, damn, that's a good debate, man.
I think both are even though. You know what I mean? I feel like they both difficult. You know what I mean? But they both is doable within you. Talented, you get time to yourself. You know what I mean? That shit light work. I can write a whole album.
And his stage presence too.
I can literally, I swear, I can write a whole album, a historical album in 1 week.
Low key, we was talking about earlier too.
This nigga like
about,
bro, cause like
I'm about to say, what are you doing?
nah, because but the only way I would have to do, I would literally have to be in a secluded. I would have to be
get
like
what,
the
I get
whole.
what you're saying. Like go to the mountains.
Yeah,
and
I would
shit,
have,
like,
or just go to prison and go to the whole 24-hour
you
lockdown.
didn't have
And,
to say that, but
I'm just saying because that's why I wrote the best.
I just don't
music.
want to send you back there.
No, I'm not.
we have to.
That's why I ain't wrote. That's why I ain't wrote no album.
Let's not speak.
Nigga,
Nigga, who the comedian here?
What?
So what is the TikTok for comedy then? Because you, like I said,
Was it
somebody
Vine?
can. What I'm saying is somebody can just make a.
Music.
You might be right.
What?
But Vine is TikTok. TikTok is Vine all over again.
Yeah.
But somebody can just like take low key high class, do a dope ass dance to it.
Go
That
crazy.
motherfucker gone like whole lot of choppers. Versus what can we do to your comedy special?
But at the end
make
of the
it
day, he
go
can do a
viral.
high class video with comedy on the TikTok. Because remember what that video that FB the Pac-Man BFB the Pac-Man, he be doing the video, and
I
people
love
be
that
mimicking,
nigga, man.
and niggas be mimicking his videos because he be saying dumbass shit like I'm making, you know what I mean, little stupid
ass bitch. My dick ain't that big.
Right,
I was
and,
like,
that
and,
is
motherfuckers be on TikTok,
Booga, booga, booga.
you know what I mean?
Scout.
Yeah.
Like booka. Or doing the coochie song, you know what I mean? Like you can turn that to a whole comedy. They turned that shit to a whole comedy. That's how it blew up. You got the nigga from Headbone Bone nigga from Chicago. You know what I'm talking about? Headbone, the Bone nigga,
Comedian.
the comedian nigga.
Mm-mm.
That nigga funny as hell,
Yeah,
but he
You gotta tap like send me some of his shit.
yeah, but
Yeah, 'cause I'm a
he kind of
sound
blew
on it,
the
either.
coochie song up. All these comedians was kind of blowing that song up. I ain't know about it till I seen the comedies doing like spoofs.
You study musicians, right? Musicians that come before you, maybe me. Do you do the same with comedy? Or do you just, I'm that nigga?
No, I really listen to it for real. For like, I listen to comedy. Like when I'm at work, I play Pandora and I go to the comedy radio station. Like Gary Owen.
Patrice O'Neal, please.
Who?
Patrice O'Neal?
Who was that?
Oh my God.
Is that
Bro, look up. He's dead now, but look him up, bro. Funny.
Patrice O'Neal.
Like, and his comedy is different too. Like he'll take some shit that you know ain't right, but what he said makes a whole lot of sense. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. Like
I know exactly
you be
what you're
like, yeah, that's
It's
right,
kinda
but
funny.
nah. And then,
Like some Dave Chappelle shit.
see, one
But
thing
Dave
about Dave Chappelle, and that's my favorite. What was you about to say, cuz?
No,
It's your
go
show.
ahead. No, go ahead. No, because Dave Chappelle, he definitely top 3.
He my favorite.
He say whatever the fuck he want to
But
say. Like
I know what you saying. You basically saying, and Dave Chappelle ain't the only person to do that. Chris Rock, he be doing it like he be trying to make you conscious within the comedy.
But it's a difference with Dave
Eddie
Chappelle.
Griffin definitely does that shit.
Yeah,
I think Dave Chappelle does it the best because
He do.
I don't laugh at all. He's my favorite. I don't laugh at all Dave Chappelle's jokes, but he always commands my attention. I don't care if it's not funny. I'm glued. Like, what is he about to say? Like,
Yeah,
he
what
about to say something
next?
really
Yeah.
profound and that shit. And he always hit. And
your
he's one of the
attention.
only people who can get, not the only, but one of the only people
Yeah,
who can
'cause-
get all different races together, laugh at what he's saying, but still take it in. Like, damn.
Like he really, that's why I said Chris Rock, because Chris Rock be doing that. Like they be kind of comedians on a whole different level to where they can bring all different. I mean, any big comedian gonna bring all different races together, but it feel like Chris Rock, most of his fans is damn near white. Like Dave Chappelle probably got more white fans than he got. black fans.
Like, so anybody show, the Dave Chappelle show or any, so Dave Chappelle is on this thing now where, you know, Netflix had his show on and he didn't want it on there.
He wasn't getting paid for it or some shit like that.
He was, so his stands on it, which I'm like, damn, this nigga, he's a fucking, did y'all see that last little 18-minute thing he did on Instagram? Bro,
He was
he's
on
so,
Instagram?
like everything he does
He's
is
a
thought
genius.
provoking. Yeah, he just did it on Instagram. Like if you can go to his page and look at it, but he was giving examples, tying it into like this whole Netflix thing and why he needs you not to fucking watch that Chappelle show no more.
Yeah.
Cause it's he that's how much power he got. He asked Netflix to take that shit down.
And they took that motherfucker down.
Look at what he did on Instagram, bro. Like, look at that shit he was saying. Like, you're not gonna laugh, but you're gonna be like, God damn, this
You're right.
nigga's
No,
a
he's so
genius.
smart. He's so
I'm
smart.
about to say he's smart as shit.
But you know, to be a comedian, you have to be intelligent. I feel like all the comedians are smart as fuck because I be listening to Cat Williams. You know, Cat Williams, they be make Cat Williams sound dumb as hell,
But he be knowing his shit.
his perspective is very.
You said you think they be making Cat Williams sound dumb?
No,
They be
do.
trying to make it seem like he be tripping and shit like that.
They try to make it seem like Cat Williams was on a drug addict. They tried
Oh,
to
okay,
make it seem like he was
fighting kids.
I'm being beat up by 5
Yeah, come on,
graders.
man. That's a big. Yeah.
But I'm talking about, but at the end of the day, the kid was bigger than him. But whether it was, you know what I mean, even if he did get beat up, they just made it look like Cat Williams. Like, I'm looking at Cat Williams, you know, me not being conscious, like, oh, this nigga's pathetic. You know, I'm being honest. And that's what the media wanted to do to the
look
people.
at him like pathetic because this nigga, I mean, at the end of the day, he may be a man, but probably is a big kid.
Yeah, no, I'm not even getting beat up.
Everybody's not a fighter.
I'm not even talking about just getting beat up. I'm just talking about period in life. Like, the nigga's just a crackhead. I'm not even talking about
You saying the perspective they
trying to
image
get out there.
the image that they put out, and the
Yeah.
people that's not really conscious, you know, just because we live our life so fast, you just going through social media. I look at Cat Williams, nigga hair all crazy. Cat Williams, all the niggas
Mug
crackhead.
shots.
He fell off. He ain't on shit. You know what I mean? Or unless something else come across your screen that's, you know, magnifying somebody brilliance. You know what I mean? You be like, oh, okay, but they kind of emphasize how, you know what I mean,
All the
just all
bullshit.
his deficiencies. You know what I mean?
I think
And
one
all
thing about like that, one thing about that though, is like comedy and music all stem from the same thing. It's like the culture that we grew up in, like, you know what I'm saying, our personal stories and like stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think like that's what make everything more relatable and something that you can attach to. Like, you know what I'm saying? You feel like that when you do your comedy show, like, you know what I'm saying, that's like, what do you pull from, I guess, would be more so accurate.
What did I pull from where? Because I was too busy watching bro, making sure we were still recording here.
we don't want another one of those.
What do I pull
I mean,
from
when
what
you
though?
talking about
When
basically
you get your
just
comedy, like where you, like when you talking about your, like where you get to,
Where do I get it from?
Yeah, like as far as in what motivates you, what kind of gets you to get some
Well,
material.
What really motivated me for just seeing people happy and smiling. Like, that's the type of person I am. I like kicking it. I like enjoying myself, just having fun. So like when I go family events and be around my family and all, I be that comedian. I be that funny person. I make everybody laugh. I make everybody want to be around me. I'm just like, I'm the, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the person coming in the room?
Comic relief.
Not even that, but we gonna call it that. Yeah. The life of the party.
The life
When I
of
go
the
to parties,
party.
stuff like that, like funerals and all that. Like my cousin's son just passed away like 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. And they was all looking for me, trying to figure out where was I. And I was in the house asleep. So they called me, hey, Vincent, come over here. You know what's name just passed away. I'm like, all right, cool. So then when I get there, my cousin, I'm like, thank God you came because we need you around, Whoop and all that. They always look at me to make them smile and make them happy. You know what I'm saying? So when I do my comedy, I take that with me to my comedy because I like doing it. They want me to do it. They're like, bro, you should do stand-up. I used to be scared. Like, man, hell no, I ain't doing no stand-up. Not in front of all these people. I don't know nobody here either. No, I'm cool. I'm not doing no stand-up. You know what I'm saying? So then it kind of just, it pushes me out there being in front of them and being funny. So then I finally just actually put myself out there this year because my homie, he been hitting me up telling me, hey, bro, come do these comedy shows with me. Come do these comedy shows. He be hosting them. I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm going to show up, bro. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there live
You ain't talking
every
about
time.
Khalid, is you?
Nah, I ain't talking about. Shout out to Khalid. I'm talking about my homie J though.
What up, sucker?
Goof ENT. That's what I'm talking about. But nah. So then when I was finally ready, you know, I be at work talking to myself. I go over it in my head. I don't write my stuff down, but like bro said, I write it down in my head. I memorize it. I go over and over again, over and over again. So I keep telling myself over and over again. I keep telling my jokes. So when I finally got ready, I hit bro up. I've been hitting bro. I've been pinging his phone. Like, bro, where you at? He ain't hit me back. Cause I found that dude was in jail. So then when I'm finally sitting there, I'm like, all right, whatever. He called me. He hit me like, what's up, bro? You ready? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm ready. So I really just come out the top of the dome with this shit. Like when I'm sitting at work, like I came up with this one skit. I'm sitting at work, sitting there chilling. Y'all know that song. You ever been them little kids that be in the driveway? Y'all was sitting there like the car that don't move. Y'all act like y'all favorite song playing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mine was Blue Star, you know, Pretty Ricky. I got new shoes on my ride.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Rolling down 95. Yes, sir. Yeah, I was
Y'all
doing that
niggas like
shit.
each other.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Man, I'll fight you, dude, right now.
I've been beat up before.
Oh shit, all right, it's cool. Ain't nothing to you, huh? But no,
These niggas,
but
y'all niggas
listen,
like each other.
that's my brother, nigga. You hear me? But nah, had the little skit going. I'm like, I was saying I was gonna drive past this girl, and I was gonna drive past. I'm playing that song, and she gonna look at me. So I stopped my car, parked the car, hop out and talk to her. So then I was telling them, her dude came outside and see me talking to her. I told the audience my back is turned towards dude is behind me, and no girl in front of me. I'm sitting talking to a girl, and I can slowly hear the dude come. And the more he come, the more my pride go away. So then I told everybody else, the nigga walking through the grass and it sound like snow. Some shit like that, you hear me? Some shit like that. So the closer he got, the more my pride went away. So when he touched me, he swung me and he grabbed my shoulder. And when he swung me around, all my dreads flew to the side. My hair long, all my dreads flew to the side. And I turned around, looked at him like, pussy, what's up? Pussy, like what you doing, boy? Like talking gay and shit like that. You know, everything went out the window. The nigga big as fuck.
For real.
Wait. Wait, I might have missed this part. Was he a big nigga or something?
Big nigga, big as a motherfucker.
Like
y'all.
what would you say about?
You know, you
6'5", 280?
6'5", 280. You know how we normally walk
Nigga,
outside
don't disagree
the door.
with me. Was he 6'5", 280? That nigga's a 6'5".
That nigga big as fuck though. God damn. I'm gonna give him about 6'5".
Nah, we tend to do that when we over exaggerate when we talking
like
about
a motherfucker.
It was hell of them. Like
It was about 5'10" in the motherfuckers. Nigga was two of y'all. Shut up, line, nigga. You got jumping out a big dude big. Imagine walking at your door. Imagine walking at your door normally. Just boom, boom, 2 feet, boom, boom. The nigga have to walk out the door sideways first, then that type of big ass swole nigga.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah.
See, I'd be shit out of luck. I'm bald head. Ain't nothing I can do.
I don't know. Yeah, you can't do shit.
I'm shit out of
Rub
luck.
the top of your head, do something.
I better hope I got some lip gloss on me or something.
Play like the gay.
I played the gay part. I didn't know what to do. Like, think about the nigga big as hell. What else was I supposed to do?
Right there, bro.
Nigga ain't about to beat my ass in front of her. Hell
How
no.
did that roll over?
This nigga.
To what?
You did that to. You told that to
The
on
crowd.
stand up, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did it go?
Oh, it went good. They start laughing. They start dying laughing because they wanted to know where I was going with the story. They want to know what the fuck happened to me. They didn't even expect me to say the gay shit. So I swung my hair to the side on stage. They all looking like, what the fuck is he doing? I turned around. I was like, boy, what the fuck you on? Everybody started laughing. Like, yeah.
So, like, if you have a planned joke, right? You have your planned joke. That motherfucker hit. Do you kind of add on to that, not even thinking? Like,
Yeah,
sometimes do you add on that? It's kind of like with music.
Yeah,
like
that's all
when
I'm
we up
saying.
there performing, it's like you
Add
adding
on, you
shit
ad
like
libbing. I'm ad libbing. Yeah, I'm going off the crowd laughing at me. So yeah, I'm just going off their energy as they laughing. They're trying to make it even more to the point they stomach hurt.
That's crazy, man. I could never.
Yeah, that shit. That's fire.
I shit on myself.
That shit dope.
The shit, it's really, once you get past being nervous on stage and everybody looking at you, you should be all right.
Hey, yo. Yeah, I mean, speaking of that, looking at you, that scars.
Oh, my scar.
Is it rude for me to ask where it came
No,
from?
no. It ain't rude. I got a whole background story about that. I lost my mama to breast cancer, you know what I'm saying? And when she passed away, I was in a dark place. I was pretty fucked up. Like, I was questioning God. I really didn't even believe in God to the point I was saying, fuck God, you feel me? Like, God ain't this, God ain't that. Because my mama went to church every Sunday. Christian woman, prayed for us, everything. When God took her away, I'm like, why the fuck would you take her away from here? You better off taking me away from here than her. And it fucked my head up. To the point when she died, I just kept drinking and drinking and drinking. Everybody in my family like, V, slow down drinking. Chill out. I'm like, you motherfuckers don't know what the fuck I'm going through. Y'all didn't lose y'all mama, nigga. I did. So kept drinking. One day I went to the club, got too fucked up, and the drunk driver hit me. She was driving a Tahoe truck. And I was walking across the street and she hit me with her car. Boom. Scarred me. I was asleep. I didn't know I got hit by a car. But the whole time I'm sitting there asleep, I had a dream about the dude I was in high school with, and he was wearing all black, and we was in an all white room. All black suit, black hat on. I forgot what he was talking to me about, but dude dead now. Well, he been dead. He died in high school. And I forgot what he was talking about when I woke up. All I hear is people in my ear saying, yeah, he got hit by a car. I'm thinking I'm waking up in my grandma's house because my cousin Michael got hit by a car. So I'm thinking, damn, this nigga got hit by a car again, not knowing it's me. So when I woke up, everybody looking at me like, yeah, you got hit by a car. My pops looking at me like, yeah, nigga, you got fucked up. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like, hell no. So yeah, that's how I got the scar on my head though. It's a bless.
You think that comedy kind of like helped release some of the, you know how you can release stuff from music? You know what I'm saying? You think that you could feel
like
that,
therapy?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? With whatever traumas that trauma that you go through, like in music, you could say this book for sure. You know what I'm saying? You think comedy kind of has that same
release that?
Yeah.
I mean, it really not for real. Like me being around my family really released a lot of my little stress and my little dark shit like that. So the comedy part, it's just me being happy doing it for real. Yeah, it's just me being me. I don't even know for real how to explain it for real. It don't release no stress. It just me being me.
Yo, man, if I pass before a lot of people, I just hope y'all don't make my shit sad. I want it to be funny.
I want my shit to be cracking.
This is gonna sound weird. I always enjoy. I don't enjoy funerals, but I'm saying the ones I go to and they telling the stories, like the funny stories and shit like that, I'd be like, damn. It make me reminisce with a smile on my face versus like, fuck, man.
Except talking about the death.
Mm-hmm.
My man, yeah, he got ran over by a car that day. It was sad.
Hey, you did a skit with like or I seen a skit. I don't know if you did it for show. Like a pastor in church that we talking about like at the funeral don't know exactly what they be
saying and shit,
and they be just saying
pastors. Therefore, he'll never swim. Like what?
You don't even know him. What the fuck you talking about?
That shit be. Yo, God rest her soul. My homegirl Tasha Rose, dog. Like, bro, this dude. It was a white pastor. He kept coming there, and this ain't nothing funny. He just kept saying. He kept calling her like Shantae or something.
That's
like
not her name.
Damn. And then the family was kind of like
he beat up.
they was cool at first. Like that's not her name.
Then you kept slipping up saying
the first time.
He did it like 6 times. I was like,
you would have got to 2.
Bro,
That would have been enough.
So sorry for that dude. I'm like, they gonna.
My people just died. First time.
The first one I would probably let slide, but that second one I would have yelled at the Shantae.
Bro, he did it like
I would have yelled at Shantae.
Yeah, he would have had to get that twisted tea.
The first time, the Twisted Tea would have came after I told you, and you still doing it. The Twisted Tea would have came.
So as y'all know, we do have people listening to us. What the fuck is the Twisted Tea? I know what it is, but like, tell them what the Twisted Tea is.
So it was a white dude in a convenience store proclaimed that he was from the hood and he was saying the N-word. You know what I'm saying? I guess a black dude didn't appreciate him using that term in his presence. So he's like, hey, bro, you can't be saying that. And then the dude kind of was going off on a tangent with it. He turned up with it. He said, nigga
this, nigga that, nigga, I walk around the corner, nigga, and you won't do shit to me, nigga, what's up?
Yeah, called him a clown ass nigga and all that. Talk about where you from, what hood you from. I'm from around here, nigga.
So I'm gonna flip this. I'm gonna flip this on Cuz. Mom. So we're all under agreement. We don't really like I'm saying nigga around us, right?
I don't care.
So it was, see, this question won't matter then, because I was going to ask you, because you a rapper, and a lot of your songs say nigga in it. A lot of your fans is probably going to be white, too.
Saying nigga, yeah.
Yeah, I don't care what y'all say on y'all own time, you know what I mean? And even if y'all turn up in the stands, you know what I mean? I don't care, but because I seen one interview, Kendrick Lamar, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's my favorite out of everybody, you know what I mean? I got Kendrick, you know what I mean? I like Wayne. I like the regular everybody, like Kendrick, Wayne, Jay-Z, and Drake. You know, regular shit. But I was watching the Kendrick show and that nigga was doing that Mad City song that
I know what
where
you're
you
talking
from,
about.
my nigga, where your grandma stay, my nigga. And they had the little white girl. She was like 10 years old. She got on stage and
she was 10.
Oh, well, she looked at 10.
Look, over exaggerating. You see that? You see what you talking about?
Okay, because I thought she was like when I said about 23, but maybe I was tripping.
How we get to 10 to 20?
No.
Maybe I was tripping.
No, okay, maybe we're gonna go in the middle. She was like 14. She was definitely a teenager. She was underage, bro.
I think the thing with me is I'm thinking Kendrick Lamar concert 23.
Yeah,
right,
hands down, Kendrick
ahead.
Lamar concert, all ages. You know what I mean? But it was a little girl, you know what I mean? A white girl. It don't matter if she was 10 through 23, it doesn't matter. It's when it comes to this, because all she was on stage and she was like, where your grandma stay? And she kind of emphasized nigga a little, my nigga. Like, Kendrick Lamar, like,
nah, that's different.
But that's
I don't remember her emphasizing it like that. Now, if you emphasized it like that,
she rapping the song. I mean, she like, where your grandma stay? Like the whole time she just hyped.
Yeah,
like,
if you going within the song, but
the song.
The
that's
way
how
you said
she was saying nigga on a global scale, like
but she said it and it's a Kendrick Lamar.
In context of the song,
I kind of blame Kendrick a little bit.
No, you have to blame Kendrick.
110%.
He put
why are you grabbing people on stage? White people and then playing this specific song.
And I don't think at one moment she was thinking about
the color,
bro.
She was happy,
disrespect,
bro.
like
that's what I was about to say.
But it's a disrespect. My bad. It's a disrespect to the people that's listening, because to Kendrick, it's not gonna be a disrespect. I'm thinking from a Kendrick Lamar perspective. bro, this you screaming my music. You know what I mean? Like
See, that's what I'm saying. It's a different
level
levels to it though. Like
I'm
she's
talking
singing in a happy way. She ain't singing in no disrespectful way like
Yeah.
her cuz was saying. You
Yeah,
feel me?
true, but
she
I'm-
happy. She singing
Yeah.
nigga. So I understand them
Yeah.
saying your
He
words.
said-
So
Saying
you can let
ass,
white people say it in a happy way,
Clown
nigga.
ass
What?
nigga.
no, see, she ain't singing in no disrespectful type of way. Like
But
she's happy
It's the
singing the music.
context.
So if they say it in the context that you think, then you know you agree
I'ma
with white
correct
people.
them
You
like,
think
brother, like
there's you asking is, do you think it's a cool context?
Because I'm saying, is there a cool?
I
context?
think in that position where he pulled her on stage, you know, at a concert. Well, you said she 14, and I was about to say she drunk probably, and then she's just in the vibes like hype.
She
I'm not
kicking
thinking.
it.
I'm not even thinking about the word nigga being right here. It's just the
I mean,
flow of the
obviously,
song.
she say nigga every time the song come on.
That's
one.
where I was about to go
But
to.
two,
Back to that.
I was just saying that I'm talking about as far as him because he's so adamant about not liking white people to say nigga. I'm saying
Hold on,
for
it's
you.
an argument.
I mean, I'm asking you a simple question.
The other side of the argument is saying that what Buddy did in the store basically was like, hey, bro,
Yeah.
do not say it in my presence.
Yeah.
And so then the white dude, you know what I'm saying? If y'all haven't seen the video, the black dude end up smacking the shit out of him with the twisted T in his hand. And because of after he tried to nicely say, hey, bro, don't say them to my presence.
He gave him so many
he
warnings.
turned
though.
up on him. He said, nigga,
Clown ass
nigga, clown ass nigga, fuck your mama nigga.
Yeah.
Like if y'all watch the video, like you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
it was about the
that's
third nigga. I'm like, how many times you gonna say it? Like I would have did, you know what I'm saying, second time.
I would have popped that nigga.
So how do you handle your this just popped in my head. How do you handle your kid's friend that may say it in front of y'all? Like they're just
a little white friend.
yeah, and they may just be in.
Will pop you in your mouth.
You might not even be in the room or something. They playing the game in the room or something, and then you like peeking, or you hear it from out the door. What do you come? How do you?
I'm gonna be infuriated with the kid's parents. You know what I mean? Like as far as that's what I'm gonna think in my head. Like, hold on, what kind of time they parents on? Like,
But the
first
kid-
of all, I'm gonna have to know what type of parents kids might. Like, who is it? Is it a white boy? Like, it could be a hood white boy that be around. You know what I mean? Like dude was proclaiming in the video, but he was just being disrespectful.
He was
But like I said,
testing.
because I got white friends that call me nigga all the time. I like I said, bro, it don't even process in my thoughts that they saying the N word.
Is that because they grew up with you and you feel like they really come from what you come from, or you?
Nah, not even that. I mean, some I do, and even some that I don't. I just know. I know that's what you came from. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know. You know what I mean? Like, and you know what I mean? Like, nigga got all black BMs and shit like that. You know what I mean? Some shit. I'm like, okay, this nigga, he's
Shout
a
out to
nigga.
white boy. Hey.
You know what I mean? Shout out to white boy. He know. You know what I mean? Literally. Nah, not even white boy. That was actually the other white boy. But yeah. Anyway, shit. Yeah, I don't have no disrespect. The twisted T, nigga would have got the twisted T no matter what color you is, because you just in the store tweaking. I'm giving you passes, letting you know that I'm a grown man. It's more I can exert my energy into other different situations, but you really making me exert my energy into this. So now, for as grown men, you know what I mean? If somebody making you get out of your way to do something, you got to go all out with it.
Okay.
There ain't no playing around. Like, if you're going to do something, you're going to do so. That's just my belief.
Listen to this. You said your homeboy say nigga, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
You in that same store and that white boy is doing it still, but your homeboy says nigga. He's sitting there calling you my nigga. Like, my nigga, grab me a tea or something. Grab me a twisted tea. You get that twisted tea from me, my nigga?
Mm-hmm.
But over here, this other white dude is saying, nigga, how do you...
Hey, no, low key,
You
like
get what I'm saying?
this is the
Because it's the
thing.
context.
If Cuz would have, you know what I'm saying, got smacked with the teeth and threw down, and you know what I'm saying, took his L, like, you know what I'm saying, and then that would obviously it was still disrespect, but you know what I'm saying, he couldn't hold his own. So nigga, you a meme now. Shit, if he stood on it.
No.
And he got smacked
No,
with
but
it.
he just saying how my perspective, how should
Yeah,
I
because
feel?
that's a different perspective when you got your homeboy right there and he white and he saying, my nigga, you cool with it? Like, yeah. And then he say something like,
You talking
hey,
about-
you niggas,
So you talking about my homeboy doing that?
yeah, your homeboy is speaking to you.
Oh,
That's
okay,
how y'all
you talking
talk.
about
But then it's
somebody over
another
here?
white
And
dude
then-
in
but
there.
that
Different
same
scenario.
white dude is in the store with
Okay.
the
And the other
twisted
nigga-
tees in
yeah,
there.
yeah,
And he
yeah.
like, hey, y'all niggas going over.
Yeah, it was the clown
Y'all
ass.
niggas
it
going
was the
to that
clown
party?
ass nigga for me. The
Or
clown
something
ass
like that?
nigga.
It was a disrespect behind it for me. Like that's what it was to me. Like
That, like you said it. Cause that's why I was saying the whole time. It's the way that you say it, and for me, it's who you talking to. Y'all, that's like if two people have an altercation over here and I'm in the store, that ain't got nothing to do with me. No matter what the magnitude of it is, unless you know what I mean. I feel like I gotta save somebody's life one day like a kid is in danger, you know what I mean, or somebody that's not able to protect themselves, and something on my heart is telling me to do something, you know what I mean, I might do something. But as far as what the fuck, man, I don't give a fuck about what the fuck shit. Nigga beat him up, I fuck around and pull my phone out and start recording. And then my white homeboy, he feeling uncomfortable. Nigga, he not about to, my white homeboy not even about to feel uncomfortable, because if a nigga feel uncomfortable looking at that, you don't even need to be sending for a nigga. My white homeboy probably be laughing, gassing up. You know what I mean? They probably go, you know what I mean, and think like, you know what I mean, like, especially white boys that grew up around all black people, you know what I mean, they probably go home and probably be like, you know what I mean, like, look at that situation like, nigga, I don't give a fuck, I can say nigga, but still in deep down inside, still gotta, you know what I mean, like, but I know I can't say nigga around everybody. I can say it around Bud.
You gotta watch that shit, right? Like, cause I'd probably be like, cuz, what type of time this nigga on?
But it's certain things that you say within your, you know what I mean, within around certain people that you just don't say to everybody, that you know, like, okay.
I think your friend should respect you enough to know when it's people who aren't used to him
saying the word, don't say the word. Yeah, that's how. Yeah,
on me, I don't even. I rarely see white people that I first meet. Some white people I see when I first meet, I'm like, damn, this nigga say nigga more than I say nigga.
It'd be mostly white girls too, low key.
Yeah, it be white girls. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Fuck that. Watch your mouth around me. Fuck that.
I don't even say nothing.
Y'all be around.
I ain't gonna lie to you, and me a type of nigga, bro, because you know, for me, I feel like I don't say nothing too, because for me, I know for a fact if I tell you something and you disagree, I'm beating you up. So I'm really like, I'm not the messenger of this situation. I need somebody that's going. I'm talking about. I'm just talking shit, but I'm talking about like my white girls. You know what I mean? Like we switching to females now. Like white females, I'd heard them say nigga way more than I heard white dudes, and probably because white females, you know what I mean? Like,
you can't hit me.
Wait, let me clean this up real quick. You're not talking about hitting
no female?
Yeah.
Nah, that's what I'm saying.
Because it kind of sound like that. I want to make sure you didn't.
No, that's what I said. I said I'll beat somebody up.
Hey, because then you went to the girl, so I was just trying to make it clear so they won't think that. You know what I mean?
At the end of the day, I mean, the podcast, look.
You know we got listeners.
No, I'm saying, but you do things. What I'm saying is you do things within your household that you don't do in public, or you do things within your household that you don't say in public. So say that, for instance, that somebody say I am a woman beater, but I'm not about to be on here, but I'm a woman beater. Same thing. I'm saying that to say because it correlates with the white person saying it's certain things that you do around certain people that you don't do around everything, because at the end of the day, to the masses, it's not okay. Let's like talk about homosexual people. I could be on here, we talk about, we making fun, but we're not making fun of them. But it's certain words that we say throughout the day. You know what I mean? Shut your, you know what I mean? Yo, whatever. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say it.
You really can't say gay.
He talking about, he pointing at the mic. I'm going
gay.
No, I'm letting you know, stay in the mic so we.
No, I'm going away from the mic because I don't want to, say nothing wrong.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying,
just say it.
No, I'm saying, but at the end of the day, you say like gay, like nigga, shut your gay ass up, playing around though. But at the end of the day, like I'm not meaning nothing towards no homosexual person or nobody specifically. I don't even know you.
But they had commercials about that shit, like
but
people using that in a plain way, like bro, shut your gay ass up. Motherfuckers, they was using that in a commercial saying you can't do that. Like you can't even say gay on Facebook.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't want you to say gay. Like, bro, you gay? Are you
can
this
say
nigga
gay. It's like the context you're using in it. Like when you say set your gay ass up, it's kind of slander. It's like shut your black ass up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like they are people too. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when you say gay ass, you turning it into a. Like it's a bad thing. Like shut your gay ass up.
But all I'm saying is people. People put themselves in a category all the time. You can put yourself in a category. I put myself, I'm black. I can put myself, what I mean? Somebody gonna put themselves that they gay. Another, I can put myself, I'm a rapper. I'm like, nigga, shut your rapping ass up. When I'm gonna feel some type of way, nigga, I'm a rapper. Nigga, that's
what I do. But you trying
to
disrespect me though.
But I'm saying
you're
disrespecting
trying to talk
you
down to me as saying, like rapping is a bad thing. But shut your your joke telling ass up.
Yeah. Hey, but how can
that's disrespectful.
I mean, but how can? But at the end of the day, if Vincent talking to me and you a rapper also, and you get offended about the situation, but he literally never met you a day in your life. That's all I'm saying about you saying something about the masses of people, because I'm just talking about this individual. I'm not talking about a person that I've never met before. That's all I'm saying.
So just like he said, he could step in and talk to a person like, as far as like you saying, nigga, I should be able to step in and correct you or whatever. Somebody should be able to, like, if I'm a rapper, I should be able to be like, yo, even if we're not on the mic, just like, hey, cuz, like, what you mean by like rapping ass nigga?
Right.
You know, I shouldn't automatically be mad. Like you said, you didn't know I was a rapper or whatever. Mm-hmm. That's just how y'all communicate. You know what I'm saying? But I still want, before I judge you in my head, like, oh, this nigga got a problem with rappers, I'd rather come to you as a man, like, yo, what you said earlier about rapping ass nigga, what you mean about that?
Right.
You know what I mean? And
That's
then
what
we
I'm
had that
saying. See, that's
But at the end of the day,
About
but
the
why
N-word.
did you come to him as a man and ask you how you feel? At the end of the day, that shit ain't knock no money off your pocket. If that shit bothered you that much, you got a problem within yourself. That ain't
We're
got
in a
nothing to do.
different culture though.
I'm talking about. That's how I'm saying. Everybody's more sensitive nowadays, of course. So, and I know because they gonna redo it like, yeah. So what if everybody say, shut your black ass up? Boom, they just hit it back. Boom with that. So of course they gonna hit us back with that, just so we can see it from a perspective. But the way I perceive things, I can't correlate that because at the end of the day, I was like people. That's why they try to say you was born gay. You know what I mean? So you can actually put it in that category. You know what I mean? Like all I'm saying is, people are so sensitive about so many things. Like you said, shut your black ass up. That's why I don't care about the word nigga like that, because I'm just not. I'm desensitized to all that shit that doesn't matter in life. Like people take the shit, in my opinion, that's not important.
Respectfully, let me cut you off.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to put the respect on it.
I
Respectfully.
just have to finish my last word. I was gonna squeeze that in automatically. So I was done before he said respectfully.
But like, if it's like, it's not that I'm so sensitive about it. It's so I won't judge you when I'm around you or not around. Like the next time around you, I don't want to be standoffish because I feel like you got a problem with what I do. So I'd rather ask you before I assume. You should never be push away a conversation is how I feel. Conversation will help the fucking nation heal. Like a lot of the shit that, like a lot of people just don't know shit. Like a lot of people just don't, I mean, like you said,
yeah, that Nick Cannon thing was wild, like about the Jewish comment.
Yeah, he don't
like,
know. He
yeah,
went
that
off
was
of what he
wild.
thought he knew, but
Yeah.
some of them in the Jewish community knew he didn't mean no harm.
What'd he say?
So they had a conversation with him, and then he came back and corrected himself.
Yeah.
You can, like, instead of like coming at somebody like nah, fuck that nigga Nick Cannon or nothing, and then he coming back because he don't understand why you so mad because he believes what he believes. Nah, you came to him and had that conversation with him. Now he has a better understanding. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. Like, if somebody says something like, you rapping ass nigga, I don't want to assume like you got a problem with rappers. Like you think, because some people can say you rapping ass nigga and just hate rap. Rap causes all the deaths around here. Rap does this, rap does that. Let me get an understanding of why you don't like rapping ass nigga. And if you got a valid reason, I'll be, oh, okay. But I'm not going to fight you about it. I just want to know how I'm going to handle you every time I see you now.
Yeah, and like I said, I definitely agree with conversation ruling the nation. That's 110%. It just goes back to who you are as a person. I don't have to dig deep into nobody to find out because I just don't want to. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. You know, like some people want to confront, my bad keys. Some people want to confront the situation. Like when I'm in relationships and why I really don't work in a variety of relationships.
Okay, we going somewhere else.
No, I'm really not going. I'm
go
in
ahead.
and out. No, I'm just saying, but I'm saying the reason why I don't work in relationships because I like to walk away. I like to walk away. I don't like to be confrontational because at the end of the day, I'm known for a fact. I feel like I have a perspective. You have a perspective. You gonna feel the way you feel. I'm gonna feel the way I feel. So you trying to basically. So now it comes to compromising. So basically, you want me to view your perspective and see how you feel, and I want you to see. So who gonna put their shit to the side first, and who gonna do? So I guess I put my shit to the side because you come before me. All right, whatever, and then do all that. But I'm saying that to say that I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Is
compromise? Is that what we talking about? Like,
no, I'm saying
because you avoid conflict. So like because obviously,
I
resolution to conflict is a solution. Sometimes you got to compromise. Like especially we talking about relationships.
But I don't want to. I want to avoid conflict.
But you
That's
don't
really
think
what I'm doing is avoiding the conflict.
I get that, but you don't think walking away is a conflict? Sometimes walking away from a situation is a conflict. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking about like some shit that's really going crazy. Like if a nigga want to pull a gun out or something, you want to, okay, cut. Or you want to fight. But I'm talking about like in a relationship, walking away is a conflict because it feels like you don't care enough to hear me out. You don't care enough to hear what I have to say. You know what I mean?
No, but
you avoiding conflict. Just this is me, and I'm not trying to diss you because a nigga avoid, because I was like that. I'd be like, I'm walking away. I don't want to hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? But that shows me that I don't care enough to hear you out because really I have issues too with some of the things you do, and I wouldn't want you to walk away.
Well, I'm trying to talk to you about it, yeah.
And all I'm trying to do is speak to you. Yeah. Now, I think we have to understand when somebody is like nagging and yelling at you and talking down at you, and when somebody is just trying to talk to you. I'm trying to help you understand me so we can grow. if you keep walking away, you'll never understand me and we'll never grow. And in that case, you'll never grow with anybody because you're walking away from everything because you think it's going to be a conflict. No, this is about resolution.
Yeah.
Well, it's always conflict before resolution because obviously that's why, first of all, I just looked up the word conflict, a serious disagreement or argument. So obviously you have to go through that.
You don't have to argue, bro.
But I'm saying that's what conflict.
A series of disagreements.
A series of disagreements is not plural. Just a serious disagreement or argument. So that's a conflict. It's a serious disagreement or argument. I don't feel so. At the end of the day, some things is worth getting that serious, but I feel like sometimes. Only reason I say I run away, it ain't like I'm gonna try to. We're not gonna try to conversate about this situation. I'm a great communicator actually, but I feel like if you do not know how to communicate on the scale that I know how to communicate, I'm gonna walk away because I feel like okay, now I have to. Because I understand that this person is extremely emotional right now. They're not thinking logical. You know what I mean? They trying to pick up shit and they trying to bring me down into their emotional stage to where I react because that's the reaction that I'm used to of actually having with. Dealing within this tier of people, you know what I mean? Because I'm talking about me just learning through life of how to communicate with people, you know what I mean? And just me advancing through life. It's you are who you bring around. So when you advance in life, you bring around like the advanced mind people, the people that think logical, the people that can have these conversations, understand the importance of communication, rule of the nation. If you know the importance of that and I don't, then obviously it's just not gonna work anyway. So I feel like I'm gonna walk out because if I'm walking out, trust me, it's worthy. It's in my opinion, it's a reason to walk out. And like I said, because what might not be important to me might be important to you, and that's what I'm saying. I literally just don't take shit serious, and that's why sometimes motherfuckers can look at me that way. You're like, then you beat up. I mean, like, would you just say that? I'm not even trying to correct it because I'm not even looking at the shit as serious. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's just something that you have to learn. You have to take people. I think that you have. I need to learn that I need to take people feelings and thoughts into accountability.
Yeah, because that's. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's part of like being down for somebody and being like loyal to them, right? Being willing to like. I'm not saying take all they bullshit, bro. But if somebody's just because us men, we don't react off emotion for real. You know what I mean? So it's just like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. But your woman just really sometimes she just really wants to talk to. Now, if she comes to you yelling and shit, there's a way to handle that. Like when me and my wife, we don't yell at each other. But the time she has got to that point, it's kind of like, all right, we'll talk about this later. I'm going to wait till we get like, let's say we watching Netflix or something.
But wouldn't it be walking away if you say you're going to talk about it later?
No, I'm listening, right? I'm taking it in. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want her to think I'm, what is the word?
Dismissing
the situation. But I'm letting you know right now, you're here. And I don't want to be here too. Because if we're both here, we're not hearing each other. So I'm going to let you calm down. And then like, sometimes I catch her when we watching a Netflix or something or whatever. It may be a situation where a couple is going through the same thing. She understands it more when she hears it there because she's kind of agreeing with the situation without knowing she's agreeing with it. I'll be like, you see that right there? That's all I was talking about. And then she'd be like, yeah, because sometimes like just like with our parents, we're so used to them saying shit to us. It's like, what are you talking? Like, it's in one ear and out the other. Yeah. But if you go to a pastor and hear him say that shit, like, or your boy or something, you'd be like, yeah. But she like, nigga, that's the same shit I said to you or whatever. So sometimes like they catch it better from a different angle. Or I'd wait till we like go out to eat or something. Or I tell her like one thing my wife used to like to do is text me fucking shit. Like I'd be like, what my problem with that is you cannot
reply all that at one time.
You can't tell emotions and nothing behind that shit.
You can't tell the emotions. I'm guessing how you saying it, and then it gives me this time right here. How I'm gonna respond to this shit. Versus you wait until you get in my face and you say that. I ain't got no time to think about. I love that shit. Like, for real, because it puts the pressure. Nigga, where the fuck was you at? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now you can really, you know what I'm saying?
But it's always good. That's why I'm one of my mentors, he taught me to always pause before you respond. It's the same thing like a text message anyway. So I'm going to be pausing anyway. And I feel like when you make that a habit, then they can't tell. I'm talking about, like, I'm not trying to, like, if you want to cheat on your wife or nothing, but just make sure that you always remember to pause before you speak. So when you do need the time to pause before you speak, it doesn't look like you pausing before you speak, because at the end of the day, like, and that turns women on. Like she know that you're thinking, man, you're gonna think before you speak. You're not just gonna be, just spew out shit. So now when you're trying to teach her and you trying to lead, she know to take you serious, because she know that you always think before you speak. I always, that's always a lot of my females that I've been in relationships with. They always like that I think before I speak. Especially, I get on here and be kicking this shit, but when I get around, like, and I be serious, because I feel like when you try to put some shit together with a woman, you gotta do, especially me, because I've been gone for 5.5 years, so I'm a little behind. So I gotta speed the shit up, so I be serious 75% of the time. Even I'm always joking, even when I'm serious, but still, I'm still my bad, but
Corona.
Nah, my bad, but still, it's about taking the. I'm always, my bad.
Lost your train of thought.
I was thinking
I do that all the time.
Nah, cause brother,
I do that all the time, cuz.
What I was thinking, low key, is like, what I'm saying, the fact that like when women do seem to go off like emotion, and so when they catch you in that, like what we was talking about earlier, you coming home and then or you actually y'all out and you see a girl with a fat booty and shit. It's like
fat ass,
you know
fat
what I'm saying?
ass.
So you looking, you like, I'm a fat. You gonna nod your girl like, hey man, you see that boy, look at that ass over there.
Or you gonna pull it with the pinky, or you gonna pull it with the sneak.
The sneak eye, the little side eye, the little.
See, yeah,
just catch it and
She ain't gonna trust you no more. Than
I'm
you
the
care.
type that I'm gonna tap my bae and tell her look at that girl ass, because I'm gonna look at it. I can't help but to look at the ass, and I know she gonna look at it before I probably even look at it too. So I'm gonna let my girl know, hey babe, look at her ass. Look at that motherfucker.
Bro, you know it'd be so crazy though when I be in traffic though. Like if I ever go out with a female, and I'm like the most doggiest nigga ever, but when I go out with females, I swear on everything, like I do not be looking at other women if I'm in the presence of another woman, for real.
Other women look at other men. I don't give a fuck their
I'm not saying
relationship
that, but
or
I'm
not.
saying
I just
for
had
me,
a
it's
conversation with my wife. I said, I know you looked at a nigga
Yeah, come on.
before. Come on.
No, but it's just about a respect thing, because
Stop,
I'm talking about,
man.
no, it's a better. I mean, it ain't like I'm sneaking. I mean, of course, a bitch, you gonna look, but you're not even looking. I mean, if you look, but you really like don't. You're not.
Sometimes you're not.
It's nothing
yeah.
I can do about it. You know,
Yeah.
like, what am I gonna be? What the fuck I'm gonna be walking around just looking like a fucking dog? It's nothing I can do about it. I'm with my woman or with a woman. I'm trying to be respectful. It's a respect thing.
Ain't
for
nothing
me.
wrong with a little admiration.
Little ass, because
You talking about like, no, because
Oh, that's
I
nice.
ain't like I'm just in the mall looking at every
No,
ass.
because
and
I'm a
shit.
real-
I
it's
just don't want to
different.
disrespect God's creation by not observing.
But I'm saying it's different.
That was
It's
a great,
He put it
great.
there for
that
me
was,
and
that was,
you.
did you hear me?
No, but I'm talking about it's
titties, too.
different. For
I
me.
don't touch it, bro. I don't
It's
Just
touch
like a
the art.
museum. You
That's
know,
what
look and don't touch.
That's why I'm trying to tell y'all it's different for me, because I actually be on some dog ass shit in real life.
Oh shit.
So at least I gotta play like I'm on some.
Nah, it would fuck me up if we out and the nigga got some gray sweatpants on and my girl's like, look at that nigga boulder. What?
Yeah,
see,
don't
that's,
say that to
Two
me.
chops
Come
to
You
the
on,
know what I'm
man.
throat.
saying? But
I wanna
that's the
look at
double
his-
standard though, because you gave. I mean, y'all
Two chops
you
to the
asking
throat.
her to look at, you know what I mean? This
Yeah.
little rump shake.
Yeah, but I didn't say look at her coochie.
Coochie,
look
yeah.
how fat that coochie is.
Yeah, but still,
You all in the
like
middle.
coochie
Come on,
niggas
that's
is
yeah, like you say
different.
coochie, like damn.
That's two different
You
things.
disrespect
Hey,
shit.
man, look
Boy,
how
that
fat
nigga-
that pussy
Yeah,
is.
she gonna smack the shit out of me on that one, but the ass is not really that
Yeah,
serious. You
it's
feel
like
me?
it's there. It was supposed to be there.
like, damn, look at that nigga abs. Would
Like-
that be
Like, cause the thing is,
Oh yeah, no,
it's
abs.
niggas-
That's not bad. That I don't. I
damn, that
wouldn't
nigga
care.
do got some good abs.
No,
thing is-
I got a stomach, bitch. You better not look at that nigga abs.
The
What's wrong?
thing
Like
is,
shit.
it's niggas walking behind us. Your ass is out, and they looking at yours.
Yeah.
So it's a thing. We
Yeah,
look
man,
at him,
so, on God.
and that girl is looking at your ass too.
But
Nah, big facts.
She not looking at your cooter.
And I'm about
She
to
looking
say,
at
and
your
women,
ass.
I ain't gonna lie, it's just like more common and more acceptable for women to be gay anyway. So women are gay. Let's just get that sweep. I'm talking about as far as like on the, at least on the slightest level.
Wait.
I said women are.
confused.
I'm talking
You
about
said
women.
women are gay.
I'm talking about as far as on the slightest level of how
Okay.
they can compliment women. As far as how niggas can compliment nigga walking.
That's
nobody-
like how females could be in the room with each other naked and shit. Niggas can't do that shit.
yeah,
That's
how
just-
females can be in each other.
What?
Y'all don't do that in the locker rooms.
No.
Niggas hella did that. I know, nigga, you a professional football player. I know y'all did that.
No. I went to the inner city
gym at 24-hour fitness. Them
Yeah,
niggas
that's how
hella
it
just
is.
walking
But
around.
girls, like he said, I think it's
He's talking about a
compliment
sleepover.
each
I'm
other.
talking about like females can be in this type of environment. I mean, of course, you at the
Yeah,
gym. That's
I
you
get you,
got to
bro.
shower after you leave.
I'm just playing out there.
But nah, definitely. But I'm not about to be the shit that they can do. Like when women greet women, they greet women with hugs and kisses. Like we greet niggas with daps and handshakes. I'm talking about that. You know how the culture
I
is.
get what you and women.
And I'm saying-
Women that see a fat ass and be like, girl, yeah,
they be hitting each other.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's so women, they're gayer. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by that. Because at the end of the day, that's still homosexuality. Let's not get. You know what I mean? Let's not. If you find another the same sex attractive,
bro. I think y'all some handsome niggas. I don't feel gay at all.
Appreciate the compliment. Appreciate it.
Brother, see that's one thing you gotta get up, nigga. Cause one thing I'm gonna tell you, you know when you see another dude.
All right,
is
well,
a
please,
nice,
every time I drop a picture,
if you can feel another
comment and
nigga
say
is
you a
ugly,
handsome ass nigga.
you can feel a nigga is handsome. Cause if you thought he was ugly, you think somebody else is handsome, bro. You know when you're around a handsome nigga,
yeah,
bro.
I know, yeah.
Come on,
When
that shit
when a girl be like, "What your friend look like?" Yeah, my nigga cool. Yeah, he ain't ugly.
Nigga,
I mean,
you gonna like him?
But we not about to. I'm about to be like, bro, man, my nigga hella sexy. What you talking about? Because you know females gonna be like, my bitch hella bad. My bitch pretty.
That's a whole skit, bro.
You know what I mean?
That's
like
a skit.
niggas gonna be like,
That's
yeah, I'm not about to do that. Like, I'm like,
No,
shit, what's
we
up with
ain't
bro?
doing
Like, shit. And the nigga about shit, you know, man, bro, he
My nigga cool.
Yeah,
he ugly, nigga.
he a fly ass nigga. I don't even hang around, you know, anything ass niggas. You
No,
know
my
what I mean?
niggas
But I'm
right.
not
I
about to
tell
say,
my
my nigga
niggas
hella
they
sexy.
handsome. I tell my cousins they handsome, and I don't care how y'all feel about
But
it.
handsome-
I'm gonna look you dead in your eye and say it. And then what? Then what? What you gonna do?
But that's
Beat my
different.
ass?
That's different,
That
though.
happens.
That's different.
I've been beat up.
That's like me calling my daughter, like, I'm like, you're beautiful. That's what you call your daughter.
Bro,
like your
you
daughter
ain't even
beautiful.
got to be my friend. I know Ghost is a handsome nigga on Power. Women love that.
But
nigga.
you're not about to say Ghost is fine, and that's what
I'm
you're not
never
hearing. What I'm
saying
talking
that.
He's not hearing me. He's not hearing me. That's why I went to
I
say
think
my
you said
daughter beautiful.
compliment at first, though.
No, that's why I say my
It's a
daughter.
compliment.
No, I'm talking about the way that they compliment, because you can compliment anybody. That's why I say my daughter beautiful. But I can't. I'm not about to call my daughter sexy.
Wait. You said
But
I'm
I'm
not
giving her a
hearing you.
compliment.
I'm not hearing you. But when I first said niggas is handsome, you stepped back like
Yeah, that's true.
you felt uncomfortable.
No,
so
I didn't.
that was.
No, I'm
why'd
like,
you
damn.
do that?
Because I'm like, damn. He hit me with one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
okay.
We having a debate.
I was like,
He
bro,
up
look
one.
at
No, I ain't saying niggas. I'm like, damn. That's
Okay.
true. Niggas do call. I mean, nigga be like, shit, niggas is handsome. Just like, but that's why I said beautiful, because handsome and beautiful. You can call anybody beautiful. You can call that's why I said my daughter. But the way females give another woman a compliment is
I'm not
nothing.
calling my son
It's
beautiful.
nothing. But fam, it's like nothing. It's straight sexual vibes.
Yeah.
You know what? You know that these females. First of all, I'm just gonna tell y'all 110% through my experience just how many threesomes and foursomes. You know what I mean? Like
4
females is.
of them. I had
actually,
one.
Well, you had 3, but you was the 4th.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had 3 and I was the 4th. You know what I mean?
I had one of those.
But I'm talking about like
Pretty awesome.
3.
Pretty awesome.
a
Pretty
threesome or a
I know
foursome.
you.
Foursome.
Yeah. So at the end of the day,
Pretty awesome.
what I'm trying to say is about having females are gay.
Like when it's
I'm
three,
just saying.
when it's 3 girls in the bed, like how do y'all? What is like? What I'm trying to see that setup, because I can't even comprehend to have 3 chicks. Like you saying,
That's
like,
why I'm trying to tell you. Is you
That's a
that,
lot of
It's
shit going
really
on.
not, because they gonna be on each other too. It's
okay.
3
that's why I'm
people.
trying to tell them females is gay. They own each other.
They on each other
They
too.
own each
Let me
other.
ask
I'm
y'all-
an extra instrument.
Cause this threesome making me think about something real quick. So I was watching this movie Knock Knock the other day on Netflix, because people said, so it was these 2 girls out in the rain. They were
Oh,
stranded
yeah, I
or
seen
whatever.
that.
It's with Keanu.
Oh, yeah.
He let them in.
Keanu Reeves.
Spoiler alert, whatever.
Yeah. Spoiler. Right?
So you know he married or whatever. So he kind of wait. Have y'all seen it?
Yeah, I
I
seen
don't
it.
want
I seen it.
spoiler alert.
They had
Y'all.
that nigga in the dirt from the head up and shit. Like, yeah, I seen it.
I ain't see the whole thing. I ain't see that part.
I liked it. People didn't like it.
Yeah,
I liked it.
I seen that. I ain't see that part, but I seen when they was trying to.
It's a good script.
Yeah, they seduced cuz.
They seduced him.
So me and my
Tied
wife,
him up.
this is how me and my wife do. We debate shit like that. Like she was like, he should have never let them
Let 'em
in.
the first place.
My thing is, so I asked her. I said, so
But it was raining
Going that
outside.
way.
You know what I'm saying?
I said, so if you stranded, you and your homegirl is stranded, and you run up to a house, what
first
would you
neighbor.
expect them to do? You know what I mean? She said, I would kindly say, do you have what? Nigga, you ain't thinking about
Man,
that
what
shit
the hell?
right
It was
now.
raining hard
Get
as
me
You
out
hell
of
probably
here.
running
outside.
from Freddy Cougar and shit. You're not thinking about that shit.
But nah, they knew what they was doing because they
knew,
But
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So they was thinking about that stuff. You know what I mean? And they manipulated them the whole time.
I fucked
That-
with it.
Yeah,
I loved
yeah,
it.
yeah,
But
that
I know.
was-
But I'm
that
saying at
the
the end of the day,
lesson.
it's not his fault. Man, look, I'm not. I'm never
It's
gonna
called
go against him.
temptations, for real.
I'm never gonna go against him because at the end of the day, first of all, you let these you really was sincere at the bottom of your heart doing something at the gym, and then okay at the end
And
of the
they
day,
seduce the shit out of
you know what I mean? They dropped a little, they dropped a little something.
They was in the shower.
You know what I mean?
They trying to get him to go.
I ain't gonna lie. So boom, so
was
the
like,
shit
why would
happened.
they do that to
Now
my
they trying to
man?
kill him though.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, what y'all fucked me. Why are y'all trying to kill
That's
me
how
the whole
easy-
time? I'm confused.
So their lesson was
I didn't do
how
nothing.
strong are you?
yeah.
Though? That was
to your wife.
So I fucked with it because
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
hard.
damn, nigga, can you? Because they was like, niggas always eventually give in. But like, the hard thing about that is, if I punch you motherfuckers or like throw y'all off, now
Now
it's a
what?
whole like, who's gonna believe y'all broke in? You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, so it's kind of like, I understand his
Man,
fight.
look, that's what I'm trying to say. You can't win with nothing in this whole world. There's nothing that you can win with, and you just go through phases of life learning. You know what I mean? Like, okay, well, I'm over here. You know what I mean? And I don't care if I disrespect this over here because at the end of the day, I'm over here. And then when you move on another space, it's the same thing because at the end of the day, it's nothing you can do right. At the end of the day, he tried to help him. He got raped.
He said, I tried to fucking help you.
Yeah, because he snapped. He snapped when he thought it was over. He's like, fuck it. It's my, what's any last words? Fuck it.
So like y'all know, now that I think about it, they was teaching that lesson, bro. But
That was hard.
they was laughing. They actually shipped old dude off that they killed. Well, they didn't really kill him, but they was laughing about that. So y'all not killers, but y'all was laughing about this nigga dying who you haven't proved he didn't have nothing to do with it.
I was confused about the whole
Fucked
situation.
up that man's life.
What about that?
This is the wrong. I'm talking about the way that they judge life and just their whole thought process is nothing that I can't even. A female that say dude was in the wrong in the whole situation is literally just trying to play devil's advocate because at the end of the day, it's nothing. If my woman was in that same situation, all right, it's different. It's different because I ain't gonna lie. I don't want if I'm gone. If I'm with a woman and I'm gone, I feel like I don't want my woman. I don't want my woman to answer the door for nobody. But at the same time, you know what I mean, unless you have to. I'm just doing that for your safety, for real, you know what I mean? But if you feel you can take care of yourself, you know what I mean, do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm not about to sit here. But I'm saying, so vice versa, if the one was in a situation and she let him in and shit, like, anybody that say she was in the wrong the whole time, like, you lying to yourself. Because vice versa, like I said, the whole time, I'm like, shit, the girl I watched the movie with, I watched it with my BM or whatever, she was on dude's side the whole time. Like, these bitches scandalous. You know what I
Jada
mean?
Pinkett fucked it up anyway.
Eve made Adam
What you
eat the
mean?
apple. Go against God.
I like
That's
pieces
all I
like
gotta
that
say.
though, because it makes for healthy debate with
relationships.
if you can sit and talk to that person.
Well, you just said a healthy debate, which means that it just have to be healthy.
Yeah, it got to be healthy. But I could talk to you niggas all day. This was fun. I can't believe we was able to recreate this. Like, we didn't even talk about half the shit we talked on the first one. So niggas would have been talking for like 4 hours. But before we close out, I want to get back to Numb though, because we didn't even get into that. Yo, that's one of them ones right there. That's one of them ones to me personally. Every year, I can go back to that. That shit was hard as fuck, from the beat, from the flow, everything, bro. That's probably gonna
the best,
at least right now.
Yeah,
gonna be one of my favorite. How you feel about Numb versus all your other songs?
No, hands down. I feel every time I make a song, I feel like this is my best one. But how I feel about Numb, I always knew what Numb was.
What is Numb?
Numb,
like, cause you kind of sped through it earlier. Tell us what Numb is now.
Oh yeah, Numb. Shit, basically, my whole.
I think he forgot we was on the podcast. He kind of paused, you know.
No, not even that shit. This motherfucker, what's him call him? All right, no. So anyway, I apologize. I was on the podcast.
I just didn't want to have it empty space.
No, it wasn't empty space because somebody was calling my phone. I actually had him on, but I actually wasn't picking up. But Numb, it's JBoogie Tezworld is Numb. You know what I mean? On a whole lot of gang shit. Y'all need to go get the mixtape or whatever. That motherfucker, the first mixtape I dropped.
This the part you really want to hear. Get in the mic.
Yeah, this what I dropped since I've been home. That Numb actually is the song that I played, the introduction song coming in, opening up the whole podcast. And on Numb is basically I was numb the whole time. You know what I mean? Like if you don't get numb, if you don't feel the numb side of you, everybody been through a process or a stage and they liked where they was numb. And I'm just describing everything that had brought me to this stage in my life where I'm so numb, you know what I mean? And what I'm going through in this like think about them days. I used to chop at my cousin's house. I'm numb going through the whole process. Young niggas getting cake. My birthday is summer and winter now. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like motherfucker just living life, you know what I mean? Caught up, you know what I mean? In the hype, you know what I mean? Caught up in the streets, caught up in the money, caught up in the drugs, caught up in, you know what I mean? The guns, murder, everything, the way you just numb, you know what I mean? So I wrote that. I wrote a lot of songs when I was locked up. I wrote that song when I was locked up too. And everybody used to tell me that was my hardest song. You know what I mean? Everybody used to love that song. Like they, you know what I mean? Like used to love the song. But when I get home, you know what I mean? I got I'll try to write timeless music. Sometimes I don't. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Sometimes I do write music that's hip, you know what I mean, at the moment, but I write a lot of timeless music, you know what I mean? And it's an era, I'm not trying to digress, but it's one of my favorite eras in music history that when Drake was hot, Nicki Minaj was hot, Kendrick Lamar was hot, J. Cole was cracking, Big Sean was cracking. You know, like that whole little era, like to me, that shit is gonna be timeless forever for me. Like them niggas write timeless music. Everybody I just named, Big Sean, Drake, J. Cole, you know what I mean? Even Nicki. Like that's so I feel like my rap style kind of come from that era, you know what I mean? And even though this era is changing, and there's a lot of musicians even from that, like Young Thug, he was different in that era than all them, and they didn't even know he was gonna be great. But now he pretty much the foundation of the new era.
When I first heard that very first Young Thug song, I was like,
that Lifestyle.
Nah, it was one way before. I forgot what it was. I was like, damn,
It's
this
impossible
nigga,
to be trash.
he's tough to even come out with some shit like this.
Yeah.
I was like, this is way different. I ain't saying I liked it when I first heard it, but it had a bop to me at first. Then when you really start listening to Cuz, that nigga's a whole instrument, whole 50 instrument.
Yeah, it's instrument. He damn near he one of the goats for real. Like this nigga laid a foundation. Like him and Future is the niggas of this whole generation. Like they created everything that niggas hear about these little babies and everybody came out there. But Drake, Future and Young Thug, you know what I mean? But anyway, I was saying that to say I feel like Numb is timeless, you know what I mean? I wanted to be a timeless artist when I was writing music.
It's just like you've seen so much of this, so much like death, so much. I'm numb to it now.
Yeah.
Like I'm numb to seeing niggas like slanging packs. Like this is everyday life for me, nigga. It's like waking up. Like it's nothing new to me. You know what I mean?
Like I'm numb.
So I'm numb to I don't feel like really no type of way because everybody, like you said, every one of us has something we numb to in our life. So
exactly. Whether you numb to motherfuckers locked up for eternity, is numb to this prison system. Motherfuckers is on the streets, is numb to the life, you know what I mean, the lifestyle that they live, whether it's something that because being in the numb state is almost like your subconscious state or your unconscious state that you really not conscious of what the fuck is or why this shit is happening.
That nigga hit
you
us
really
with
don't even
wordplay.
care, you know what I mean? Because it's like being in autopilot or like walking down the stairs. Like I don't have to think about walking down the stairs. My body just walks down. It's like autopilot, the same thing. Like you numb when you live a certain lifestyle or you accustomed to a certain things, you know what I mean, that you used to seeing, you get numb to it. If a motherfucker that's living in Iraq, you know what I mean, a handle an explosion right now much different from a motherfucker that's living, you know, in America, you know what I mean, because they're used to it every day. So they probably just keep on walking. They hear explosions, keep on walking because they numb. I'm just saying that on a different, some things people are numb to. But I love that song. Please go download, stream that song, man. I remember the first time I sent it to him, he like, this the one. Everybody, that's really everybody's favorite shit on the thing is Numb. On the whole project is Numb. I love the whole project. You know what I mean? From Holy Moly to Savage to the last one. But you know that Numb. Yeah, man, that's the one, baby.
My bad. Something you said made me think about Uncle Jerome. Shout out to Uncle Jerome, man. Uncle Jerome used to beat our ass. Not like whoop our hand, well, not with the belt. Like he used to like all 12 of us would jump on him. He beat all of our ass at the same time. Missed that shit, man. They said he might be coming home.
Yeah.
I heard that. So shout out my Uncle Jerome, man. Miss you, man.
Definitely.
Y'all close out. Hey, nigga, tell a joke.
No, I hate that shit.
Tell a joke.
No, I don't have a joke for nobody. I have none of that shit.
Before you tell a joke, JBoogie Tezworld, once again, man, save it for the podcast, man. He doing it for this town. He doing it for the culture. I'm so happy.
I'm sorry. Wait. We doing it for the culture.
I know, yeah, we definitely doing it, baby.
I didn't tell him to say that, y'all.
I know.
I'm talking about TJ and all of them. They'll be like, oh, this nigga think it's his podcast now.
Shit. Hey, I see all y'all as a cohesive unit putting in work.
Shout out to Save It for the podcast.
Appreciate you, cuz.
Yeah, everybody, y'all all all putting in work, man. I love this shit. I'm proud of everybody.
Man, Cole looking at me. I'm not
What's
telling
up,
no damn joke, bro.
Kevin
Like, got me fucked up over here.
Man, where they
He
can
almost
follow
made
you
me
at or
start
something?
jumping.
Yeah, y'all can follow me on
to
YouTube,
get it
Vincent
started.
Shelton. Facebook, Vincent Shelton. Just follow me. YouTube,
You want to spell it out because it ain't like
VINCENT.
yeah, that's a regular way.
Space SHELTON.
It's pretty regular.
Vincent Shelton. Regular as
Bro,
it's gonna
working.
get, bro.
Bro,
That's
working.
it. YouTube.
Why you ain't got a funny name? We need a comment.
That's what I said. I ain't got no funny
Yeah,
name
I
yet.
don't
You know
like
what I'm saying?
Vincent
It's
Shelton.
motherfucker
Me
just
neither.
plain.
That shit plain.
Plain
Yeah,
as
that
shit.
shit
It's
is
not
Kevin
Vincent
Hart.
Shelton. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it
You
just.
gotta figure something out.
Can y'all
man.
relax though?
It's not Mike Epps.
Can we?
Yeah, it's not
it's not.
Eddie Murphy.
Damn, y'all, we cool.
Charlie.
Shit. All right.
I think
You
we
got a comedian ass
you
name.
know what?
Though. I ain't gonna lie.
It's-
Vincent
hey,
Shelton.
Vincent Shelton.
I think a good one would be, first of all, take the Vincent off and just put Ben, like the Ben number on your car. And then take Shelton off and just put Shell. Ben Shell. Ben Shell. Hey, stand up next to the Ben Shell.
Hell no. Bah, hell no.
Shell.
I think it's just the way somebody got to introduce them. They just can't be like, come to the stage, Vincent Shelton. Like, it's plain, but you put a little
Vincent
Shelton. Some shit like that, you know?
Might sell a couple
Hard as a
more white
motherfucker. I
tickets
can
with
see
the
it on the
Vincent
credits.
Shelton.
Shit.
Yeah.
You know, then I can go on
He
stage.
definitely gonna sell some white tickets with Vincent
Hey man,
Shelton.
this was
Vincent Shelton.
fun, man. I really
had a
enjoyed
blast.
y'all,
This is
man.
dope.
Like, have you
My
heard of my
loved
friend
ones,
Vincent
bro.
Shelton with the orange hair
Hey,
and
we gotta
green
do
eyes?
it.
All right.
We
Vincent
definitely gotta
Shelton,
do
you in
another
my
one.
family now, cuz I appreciate you, dog. This was fun.
I definitely want to do another one, especially
Hell
with
yeah.
the AO group, the full group. When we got more time, we could probably put some of our clients on there, some of the models on there. We have a really good time.
Can I be here
I
for
really
the
want
model?
to do one with the whole gang. I want you know what I'm
models.
saying?
I would.
Shout out Cashmerexpapi again.
Cash-
Shout
yeah.
out
Shout out Cashmerexpapi. Shout out
Nick B,
Black
Nick
Jesus.
Bindope, Teej West,
Shout out
Justin Grayson, and Justin Lansky.
My bad. Shout out, like you said, Cashmerexpapi. Shout out Codename Hobby.
Oh,
Free
God.
Dre Young and Free Dre Low. You know what I mean? Free,
Shout out
free
Teej
Yoshi,
Music.
Free Yoshi.
What
you know
up,
I mean?
Teej?
Do y'all got outro music on the podcast? Like,
Nah, y'all can play.
I mean,
Nah,
yeah, but you
well,
know what happens?
No,
to
I'm
what's
saying-
it
I'm-
called?
Okay,
You talking about like
I'm saying
Nah,
like before
I
every
just
podcast,
closed it out.
like a little.
Nah,
Oh,
my
yeah, so
thing
basically
is
Boog
usually-
needs to be
so
like,
what we
I
usually
need to do-
is
I need the
that
best to make a
saying I
song.
did. Say before the podcast, you know how this thing go. Either you for or you foe. And if you for us, when you see us, throw them foes so we know you heard.
Hey.
And then what we usually do is one of us yell foe and the rest of them yell real. So can y'all do that for me? Foe! Real! Hey, that killed you niggas.
Hey, what's my color?
That was tight.
Damn, I can't believe we actually recreated something that was still special. Like.